and shouldn't be a stressful experience. At Great Midwest Bank, we combine competitive rates, fast pre-approvals, and honest advice from knowledgeable loan officers to help you every step of the way through your home buying or building journey. For 90 years, our customers have been part of the GMB family. Experience a state of tranquility at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
We are the home for all your Brewers coverage. 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Our very first guest in the history of Wilde and Tausch, which will be, I'm sure, a long and distinguished history.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
Aaron Rodgers, give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do together?
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Offices, One Call That's All studio at ESPN Milwaukee.
I'm going to say daily 52 weeks a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
And then what happens?
No, then Tausch kind of bows out.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
It is the Thursday edition, which will feel like the Friday edition because there's no show tomorrow edition. The Jordan Love versus Caleb Williams. Are we doing that on July 2nd already? Because apparently our frequent contributor, although not after the season ends, Rob Demovsky, contributing to our sister show, brother show, Waddle and Sylvie. I'm eager to hear what he said. I did not hear this. That'll be coming up edition. And I am a little bit taken aback. I am not a phony soccer fan. I am not invested normally. But the way last night's U.S. men's national team win over Bosnia and Herzegovina played out, I found myself more invested than I was expecting. I'm sure Tausch did too, edition. I'm Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, everything you need on the ESPN Wisconsin app, which is A, free, B, customizable, and C, you can see in both the Apple and Android app stores. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios for the last time in a while, I'm guessing. You got some days off coming, don't you, big fella?
4th of July is always, that's a national holiday. Well, it's always a national holiday. It's a big holiday for the Nelson household. So we're going up north. I'll have a few days off next week, and
Out east.
I'm coming back for 2. And it's not out east. It's up north.
No,
it's very clear. It's very clearly up north.
It's east.
Because it's a silly take that you're saying that Crivets is
I don't think
northeast. It's very
Well, it
clearly
is
up.
northeast. That is factual.
Yeah.
It's not out.
But he's not
Yeah,
going
but it's not.
up
It's
east.
not. If you say up north, I think most people think you're going Minocqua or
Eagle River, yeah,
or
sure, yeah,
Manitwish, like up in that area. Like if I'm going to Door County, it is north, but I'm not saying I'm going up north. Is that fair? I don't think that's a crazy bad take.
Door County is different because it's on the peninsula that's right on Lake Michigan. Crivets is
still
saying
north.
it the way
Crivets
Tausch
is
does.
very clearly in like the central part of the state, up north.
Okay, so you're going up central east. Fair?
Whatever. I'm gonna be checked out today, I think.
We're well aware.
On Reddit, Jesse, don't diss Reddit. It's going to agree with you on this. By the way,
I love Reddit. I love Reddit.
And of course, there's the star of our program, the Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. I'm not going to ask how you are.
Hey, yeah, you're doing fine.
There seems to be some confusion when describing up north.
Mm-hmm.
Is Crivets north of Wausau, Jesse?
Yes.
And that's all it takes.
Is it really? It is more north than Wausau. I thought it was north of Green Bay, and it is.
Both are true. Yes.
both
Maybe
of
I
these
don't
statements
fully
are
know where
true.
Crivets is. I just know Crivets is further east. It's not up on like the – is it on the same latitude as Rhinelander, as Tomahawk, or is it further south than that?
It's very similar to Tomahawk. It is not as far north as Rhinelander. It's
Okay,
on
so
the same
it's
latitude
because if you
roughly
say
as
Tomahawk, I would say you're going up north. So I reluctantly will say Crivets is up north. But the fact that you get so irritated by it, makes me want to continue to push. And so I'm not going to give in completely, because if you say, hey, I'm going up north, almost everybody thinks, okay, you're going to drive up 39 and you're going to head up in those areas. Because if you're saying I'm going to La Crosse, you're not saying I'm going up north, but it's probably on the same latitude as Crivets. No?
I don't think La
Or I'm
Crosse
going to
is-
Eau Claire. You're saying I'm going to Eau Claire.
Yeah.
You're not saying you're going up north. You're saying you're going west.
Crivets is north of Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls, which is on a similar latitude to Wausau, if we're looking at our Wisconsin geography.
Wausau is the dividing line. You have to be north of Wausau to be considered up north.
And that's all.
And that usually is Highway 29.
Yeah, 29 is the one that's kind of the decider. I
Yes.
think so. When I was young, my aunt and uncle lived in Eagle River, and that's always when we said we were going up north.
That's up north.
Eagle River is
That
the one
is
that we
up
thought
north.
of. I have learned since
Snowmobiling country.
Yes, since I first started dating Becca and going up to their place in Crivets, where we go all the time now,
east.
I have learned in talking with other people and on this show, Crivets is a very popular, like, up north destination. It is in the same ballpark. It's probably not as popular as Eagle River or Minocqua, but Crivets is
listen,
up in that
I don't have
ballpark.
anything against Crivets. We had some good battles in basketball. Crivets is fine. Great whitewater rafting, from what I've been told. Nobody is saying I'm going up north. And if you said I'm going up north and you got to pick 5 cities, nobody's saying Crivets. I'm sorry, they're just not.
What are your power?
Hayward.
Well, what are your
Minocqua.
Yeah, here we go. Yep. What are your power if you of up north cities? What are your power rankings of up north Wisconsin cities?
Minocqua's at the top of the list. Manitowish is on that list. Rhinelander's on that list. Hayward is on that list. And Eagle River's on that list. That's how I would rank it.
Dang, you rattled those.
I'm
pretty
sorry,
quick.
but nobody's saying Crivets. They're just not.
I agree on Hayward. I agree on Eagle River. I do not agree on Manitowish.
Okay. Small.
Who
You're
else?
not going to agree on Minocqua?
I'll give you Minocqua.
Come on now.
I'll give you Minocqua.
Presque Isle?
No. I'm putting
No,
Crivets in.
Crivets might be ahead of Presque
I'm putting
Isle.
Crivets ahead of Manitowish. It's a top 5 up north city.
If it's top 5 at 8-4 and an 8-1, it's 5. It's no higher than 5. Tomahawk, you're not putting in there ahead of it?
No, I'm not.
Ah, you're crazy.
Jason, do you have any opinions on any of this?
Boulder Junction. I have no opinion on this, no. All right.
A lot of texters do.
Oh, this is the Keyshawn Nixon of Thursday's episode.
No,
today.
I have some measure of knowledge about Keyshawn Nixon. I have been up north twice, and I think the last time was roughly 49 years ago when I was 5 years old. I have a lovely, cute little picture of me holding a fish that I caught in, I believe, Manitowish waters.
There you go.
When I was 5. So this is not my area of expertise. I will say this also. I am looking now at a map that divides horizontally southern Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, and northern Wisconsin. Now, it does not
Where do they got the potato corridor?
It does not make distinctions between, say, south central Wisconsin, southeastern Wisconsin. It's just 2 horizontal lines that split the state into 3 chunks. And Crivets.
Let me guess. I want to guess where these lines break.
Okay.
because I think Adams Friendship, that line is probably going to be the decider between the South Central and the Central part. And then you're going to go up to Wausau for the Central part, and then north of Wausau will be the North part. Okay, that would be my guess on the horizontalness.
So graphically, and I had to zoom in, and it's not especially easy to read.
You wearing bifocals now?
Dude, I'm just trying to
Well, no, you're looking like you're squinting. You got these big, thick Coke can glasses going,
thick.
And you're squinting like listen, I get it. We're getting old. I understand, but
yeah. The graphic that I found, it would have been nice if it
must
was
have
made,
a 2 font on it, and it's in Helvetica.
It appears they use the typewriter fonts to delineate each city's name. It's not easy to read. Okay, whether you have glasses or not.
I could tell.
So this is how today. We start with You acknowledged Crivets is up north. Like, I thought we were on a roll here.
No, it's east.
No,
I still think it's east, but it is north too. But Jesse trying to put it in a top 5 up north city is just crazy to me.
So they draw the first line that separates southern Wisconsin from central Wisconsin.
And where is that?
I'm going to tell you as I keep squinting at this. It goes through. It is just south of Oshkosh. So Oshkosh is kind of the major city that is in
Fond
central
du Lac
Wisconsin.
is going to be
Fond
known
du Lac
as south.
No.
is south of the line.
I disagree with whoever.
Is.
I disagree with this cartographer of whoever did it. I want to draw my own. I think the three of us, or at least I don't know if Jason wants to participate in this.
I see Deerfield is close to the
Deerfield's
line.
close to Adams Friendship. I think, where do you put the Dells? That's what this really comes down to, because people want the Dells in their region. Do they want to lump that in with Madison? I think the Dells would prefer to not lump it in with Madison. I think they want their own. I think the Dells wants to be the centerpiece of central Wisconsin. So that's where I would think you want that line below the Dells. So the Dells would be in the central part, and then the northern part, I guess Jesse thinks Crivets would be the kingpin of the northern part. I would tell you that it's going to be Wausau, but it's going to end up being Minocqua when you actually get to what is up north.
Eagle River.
Wisconsin Dells is in the central Wisconsin
it should be.
section.
It should be.
Of this map.
No, it 100% should be.
Yeah.
But then what would you put? Because here's the deal. You got Milwaukee and Madison in the south part. They're going to be battling for, Milwaukee's bigger. Madison is growing. Those are going to be your battles for if we're capitalizing these regions. Then you get to the central part's going to be the hard part. Because it's going to be north of Wausau. If you're going to put it north of Wausau, you got a lot of cities jockeying for what would be, if you're going back to, since it's the 4th of July, Continental Congress, who's battling, who's going to be the capital of these areas, who would be the capital of the central part? If you're going to go all the way up to Oshkosh, you have a lot of cities you're jockeying. The south is pretty much set. The north, if you go north of Wausau, I think it's going to be Minocqua or Hayward. I'm open to other interpretations. That's central. You got some battles going on to see who wins that.
It's a very large section for central Wisconsin, which includes, as we mentioned, Oshkosh, Appleton, Green Bay, Wausau, Eau Claire, La Crosse. They are all in the central section.
And the Dells.
Boy,
and the Dells.
Yeah. And the Dells.
And by the way, now, not to rescind the earlier statement, but on this map, it's not by much. It is just below the line. But Crivets is in the central.
Oh,
yeah,
stop
Crivets is
it.
not up north.
No.
All right, I am
Get
putting my
outta
official
here.
ruling.
I'm telling you,
Crivets
it
is not.
I'm looking
Jesse,
at it.
from now on,
Stop that.
when you're going on these, when you're
Merrill.
gallivanting on these great trips
Rib
You
Lake.
can no longer say up north. You have to start saying I'm heading east. That needs to be, according to this cartographer, that needs to be
Who
your
you
new,
said you disagreed
language.
with moments ago.
Well, now, but I can disagree and agree with myself all in the same sentence.
You think
I
something north of Antigo is
Clip
not
that,
up
would you
north?
please?
Yes, that was good.
Just wait. Crivets is north of Anago?
Uh-huh.
Anago has to be up north. That's where I'm struggling.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Jesse, can you put up in the next segment, can you put this map that Jason's talking, because he obviously can't read it. This is, for somebody that loves reading on the radio, I've never seen someone just battle. It's nothing against you, Jason. You need to get
nothing at all.
some bifocals.
No, you're right, yeah.
Well, you need bifocals. You can't read it, and that's okay.
I will be happy to send this to both of you.
Please do.
And when you see it, and I'm doing it on a laptop, it is not especially conducive for reading.
Jason, I don't want to tell you things, but you can use your fingers on these things, and you can pull them out so that it gets bigger.
I
don't know if you know that. You pull it out.
Yes, because
I am
the
not
first
tech
person
savvy.
I go to for tech information is Mark
Well,
Tauscher.
you don't know this.
Can you go get Sarah?
If you don't know this,
Go
I'm
get
sorry.
Sarah.
You need help. Well, you need help. I'm sorry to tell you that.
All right. This has been great. Just like Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin are great.
Doesn't matter if it's south. It doesn't matter if it's central, east, west, north of 29, south of Highway 2. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin has you covered. If you're shopping for new windows and doors, should never include haggling. Pella sticks to straightforward pricing, honest conversations, helping homeowners find the right fit for their home, and they never use high-pressure sales tactics. Buy direct through Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Same team that manufactures your windows and doors also sell them, install them, and service them. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
I was planning on discussing the U.S.'s 2-0 victory over Bosnia-Herzegovina, whatever you say that. Unfortunately, we will continue to work on the map to delineate what constitutes up north. Jesse has been inundated with texts. We'll get to some of those next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
No matter what business you're in, as the #1 SBA lender in Wisconsin, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions.
Awarded the #1 SBA lender by the Small Business Administration of Wisconsin in 2025.
As we celebrate Independence Day in 250 years of American freedom, there's never been a better time to invest in the place you call home. Maybe it's that roof you've been meaning to replace, those drafty windows you've learned to live with, or that bathroom you've wanted to update for years. Whatever project you've been putting off, Exterior Pros and Baths can help. This Independence Day, you can save up to $3,000 on your next project. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com. Exterior Pros and Baths. Done right, built to last.
This 4th of July, crack open something made for the red, white, and blissful. The new Americana Backyard Bliss Variety 8-pack is here just in time for America's 250th birthday, featuring 4 nostalgic flavors: strawberry, cherry, grape, and apple. It's the taste of backyard barbecues, fireworks at dusk, and long summer weekends packed into every can. This Independence Day, bring the nostalgia and bring the bliss with the new Americana Backyard Bliss Variety Pack from Carbliss. Available now at your local retailer or online at drinkcarbliss.com.
Your garage can be more than just a place to park your car. Hey, it's Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Whether it's your workshop, your project space, or where you store all the gear that comes with living an active Wisconsin lifestyle, Closets by Design can help make the most of it. Customary cabinetry, wall storage systems, and durable flooring solutions designed specifically for the way that you use the space. Right now, you can get 40% off, plus ask about special financing options. Schedule your free in-home design consultation today at closetsbydesign.com and tell them Jen sent you.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA and founder of the Neal Group, with over 40 years of experience saving clients money. Well, tax time is over. How did 2025 turn out? Did you make the right moves to minimize your taxes? What about 2026? The new tax laws have a few surprises. At the Neal Group, we know what those laws are and how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Since 1984, we have helped thousands of taxpayers pay the least amount of tax legally possible. Just ask Mark, who saved over $13,000 with our suggestions. Call us at 414-325-2040 and ask about tax planning. We will take a look at your last 3 years of returns to see if we can get you more money back like we did for Mark. We also show you how you can save on taxes going forward. You earned it. We help you keep it. Give us a call at 414-325-2040 and ask for a complimentary consultation or visit nealgroup.net. That's Neal Group.net.
Milwaukee Weight Loss knows the secret to losing up to a pound of fat every day with no drugs or surgery, and they'll show you how to keep it off for good. Get your confidence and your health back right now. $200 off the summer special for limited time only. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com now to book your free consultation. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
It all started with a small storefront and a big promise. Treat every customer just like family. For decades, local families have trusted Sendix to provide the freshest food, the warmest smiles, and a place where community comes first. From generation to generation, we have grown together. Because Sendix is more than just a grocery store. It's home. Thank you for allowing us to serve you for the past 100 years. Here's to the next 100 years. Sendix, your trusted local grocer.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Hopefully we will have at least a few minutes to talk about the U.S. men's national team's win last night and whether Tausch saw any of it. But we are locked in a heated debate. I have sent you the map.
Yeah, I saw it.
There it is on the video screen if you're watching on YouTube.
Very small print.
It
Not wrong
is!
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can make it bigger. Thank you, Jesse.
That's what I was doing, but it gets fuzzier as you do it.
Okay.
Jesse, first of all, your thoughts on this allegedly official map. Secondly, what kind of help are you getting from the carbless talk and text line, Less is More?
The map, I think, struggles with it's too straight.
Central Wisconsin's too big. Central Wisconsin's too big.
Central Wisconsin's definitely too big. I think it starts a little too far north to be Central Wisconsin. It really limits what the up north cities are on this map. I think that's its biggest problem.
Crivets isn't even on the line. Crivets has got there's a lot of buffer between Crivets and that line.
Maybe they feel like up north should have a greater level of exclusivity than you think.
It's almost central Wisconsin in this map.
I mean, if we're saying Rib Lake is not above the northern Wisconsin line, Crivets is not above the northern Wisconsin line, Antigo is not above the northern Wisconsin, that seems like
Red
a problem.
Robins.
That seems like a problem to me.
The debate in the YouTube comments is between whether Highway 29 should be the line of demarcation,
or Highway 2,
or Highway 64, which I am not familiar with.
Highway 2 is more where I've heard people get that line.
Yeah, again, this is not my area of expertise. I am here just to facilitate the debate.
Sure. Sure.
I think when I'm driving on Highway 29 on our way to the Twin Cities or on our way to Eau Claire, I feel like that is a pretty good line of demarcation. Kind of, to me. But again, Chris in Nashville, which unless there's a Nashville in the state of Wisconsin,
that's in the
South
corridor.
Is Nashville in the South? Crivets is not up north. Chris in Nashville opines. I'd say that Jesse should put this in the loss column, but I'm afraid of that conversation with Tausch again.
Yeah.
I will say,
how many games up are the Brewers in the loss column on the Cubbies right now, Joe?
I don't know, but they're 22 games over 500.
They're 5.5 up. The Cubs have been hot this week against the Padres.
Can't be a half game in the loss column.
7 in the loss column. 7 in the loss column.
There you go. So we're 7 up in the loss column. Thank you, Chris. That's what really matters. None of the other stuff really matters.
Chris had nothing to do with this, other than mentioning the loss column.
Chris had everything to do with the Cubs Brewers.
Chris knew
what are you talking about?
Chris knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
Chris knows exactly.
He was
what he's
actually
doing.
trying to prevent that conversation, though.
Highway 8, not Highway 2. Yeah, Jared is right. Highway 8 is that Rhinelander. I still think 29. I'm still going Highway 29.
All right, first of all, not everyone's watching, so I need to read this. So if you don't mind. Jarrett in Brule, which I didn't know was a real place. I've heard of Ski Brule. That's where people go skiing, right? I am from up north, and we consider Highway 8 the dividing line. Does Highway 8 cross the entire state on kind of a parallel path, or is it jiggly?
I don't know if it's
what
the
is
whole state, but it's a big chunk. You get up north. Highway 8's definitely up north.
And
that I know.
And Crivets is definitely south of that?
Well, Crivets on this is basically in south Wisconsin, southern part of Wisconsin. Crivets isn't even on the border.
How do you feel about
northern Wisconsin?
How do you feel about the fact that you caved and gave Jesse Crivets being up north and then now have circled back to not believing it to be up north?
Because if I'm being honest about it, I thought Crivets was further east. I knew where Crivets is. I know it's on the way up to Escanaba. So that part of it is, I guess I was just a little bit off. That's why I always say it's east. It is more north than I thought. That's why I was going to give it to Jesse. But then when you pull the map up and I actually see it complete, it's not even on the border, man. Not even border-esque in this map. Which is all right. I don't know why I get such a kick because people are so protective of up north. Oh, I'm going up north. No, you're actually heading east, Jesse, and that's fine, too. It's still beautiful.
A lot of Highway 8 answers here from Mitch, from Dustin. Yeah. So I believe that is starting to look like the line of demarcation. Much
no,
like
it's
Goonies.
still Highway 29. It's still going to be Highway 29.
All right. Well, you agreed with Jared until you didn't.
You can't add more to Central Wisconsin. You can't keep adding more to Central Wisconsin. You see where Rhinelander is? That's where Highway 8. Look at Highway 8's right up there.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, Jason, you're right. You can't see anything on this map. Fence. You see where Fence, Wisconsin is?
No,
it's a little south of Fence, and that's Highway 8. It's up there in that top right quadrant of your map.
This is the closest we'll ever get to a telestrator on the show.
You've actually done a great job manipulating it, Jesse, on the video stream. You've done fantastic. All right. Jesse, do you have a couple of more text messages that you'd like to get to? Because this is...
Jim in Algoma, which every time I see Algoma, I think of the billboard I see on the way to Crivets where it's got...
up north.
It's got an exclamation point.
That's up north of...
That's not even on... Like, it's an hour from Crivets. What do you... Jim in Algoma, Highway 64 should be the dividing line for central and up north sections. I think I agree with Jim.
All right, look, help me out on Highway 64. What cities does that run through?
Well,
Jesse, you just said that you agree with them. What cities does Highway 64 run through?
I sent you the map. Why don't you look at this map?
I can't see.
Very hard to read the map. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone.
I need bifocals. No, Jesse just said, I agree that Highway 64. All right, if you actually agree, what is on Highway 64?
I think I might have got 64 mixed up with 29.
So you don't know.
Now I'm confused.
Okay, just admit you don't know.
Oh, my God.
All right. Somebody will help us.
Yes, I'm
Somebody
sure they
please
will.
help us.
I hope so.
Where the heck is 64? No idea.
Well, let's do this.
That's 94.
I'd like to get to soccer. I would like to get to Rob Demovsky's take on our sister station, ESPN Chicago. That's all still ahead while we continue our raging debate. As Soda Popinski says in the YouTube comments, how many times are we going to have this debate on this show? I feel like it's an annual conversation.
It's been a while, though.
It's been
a while since
I feel like we make progress every time we do it, and it's entertaining.
Oh, I found it.
Hey!
Oh, I know. I think Highway 64 should be, even though I don't have any clue what cities it runs through. Okay.
64 runs through Antigo. It goes to Merrill. Medford.
Chevy country. That's the old Chevy candy. He's a great fan of the show, Matt Chevy. Merrill, schlepping candy at Bob Parker's UW-Stevens Point basketball camp. So I think of Merrill Blue Jays.
Bloomer, as we're heading west. Bloomer. Where else is this heading? New Richmond on 64.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's over in the western part of the state.
Yeah, so that's your line across
so
the
is
state.
64 north of 29 but south of 8?
I believe so, yes.
If that's the case, we have an interesting argument to have. Because we all agree Central's too big in this map. Right? I think we can all agree on this.
Yes.
And I think we got to have a Fox. The Fox Valley is big enough. It needs to be carved out for its own continental Wisconsin Congress.
And what do we do with Door County?
They need their own representation. What?
What do we do with Door County? Because where they drew this line on this map.
No, Door County will be part of this Green Bay, Oshkosh.
Yeah.
I think it goes all the way. Fond du Lac to Door County should be its own precinct, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, if after this conversation you're thinking to yourself, oh, I just need to get away. Well, you don't have to hop on a plane. You don't have to board a cruise ship. And you don't have to drive up north to get away. All you got to do is drive to Milwaukee and Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Start with the stay. The biggest hotel rooms in Milwaukee, nearly 500 beautifully designed rooms, and luxury suites that are perfect for a weekend reset, a date night, or celebrating something big. And if you're hungry, boy, do you have options. Premium steaks at the Dream Dance Steakhouse, pizza, burritos, and quick bites at the Marketplace, rock and brews for that high-energy vibe, and my favorite dish, the scalloped potatoes and the salmon. Canal Street Cafe, Ruyi Asian Kitchen, Cream City Coffee Company, food and drink specials happening all the time. Elite play, luxury stay, bet on flavor at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. I do believe we will shift gears, maybe, next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella-certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Hi, it's John Reitz from Great Midwest Bank. When it comes to a home mortgage, we understand you want a simple, stress-free process, great service, and a loan you can feel good about. And for 90 years, that's exactly how we've been doing things at Great Midwest Bank. So if you're thinking about buying, building, renovating, or refinancing, get started at greatmidwestbank.com to find a knowledgeable loan officer and get the peace of mind you deserve. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Selling your home is more than putting a sign in the yard. It's about having the right team beside you. I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf and Associates, powered by Keller Williams. We help relieve unnecessary stress with our team's expert listing process, strong negotiation skills, and fast, clear communication. Our white glove service experience is provided at every price point at every step of the way. Start your home journey today by searching online, Tony Wendorf. Tony Wendorf and Associates, a real estate team driven by faith, gratitude, and results.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Time to stock up for your 4th of July picnics, parties, and celebrations. Do you need a cold half barrel? Maybe a great bottle of wine? Or hard to find liquor? We have everything you need at the lowest prices in town. It's the world's largest music festival, and you'll be there compliments of Discount Liquor. Buy any one 15-pack of 16-ounce aluminum bottles of Miller Lite, Coors Light, or Coors Banquet, or any one 12-pack of Happy Thursday Spiked Refresher, and receive one free Summerfest ticket. Visit us at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow in Maine in downtown Waukesha. Voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. Have a safe and fun 4th of July weekend. And don't forget your free Summerfest ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
One of the most important concepts in sports is don't drop the ball. Are you dropping the ball with your estate plan? When was it last updated? Have you even done one at all? It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jason Wilde for Walney Legal Group. There's a lot at stake for you and your family when it comes to wills, trusts, probate, and elder planning. At Walney Legal, that's all they do. Tailored documents. No confusing legal jargon. Just thoughtful guidance. Do the blocking and tackling to protect your family. Start a conversation today at walneylegal.com.
Looking for a better spot for your next team outing or client meeting? Welcome to Veer North, Milwaukee's upscale sports bar, designed for more than just game day. It's ESPN Milwaukee's Alex Stroh. Veer North, located on Milwaukee's east side, your go-to for catching the big game, happy hour, or your next group outing. This is more than your average sports bar. Elevated food, craft cocktails, and a modern atmosphere. Perfect for off-site meetings and entertaining clients. And when the game's on, you've got the best seat in the house. Veer North, Milwaukee's east side destination for business and game day alike.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Jesse has discovered that we have a telestrator for our video use.
How cool is this?
It is very cool, and now you're going to be nerding out on that just in time for you to take a few days off. So that'll work out well. We'll never use it again.
So can we break down film on air while we're doing it now?
I think so.
On our video?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a game changer.
Yeah, here's Tausch, here's Wilde, and the two of them, they're happy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And boom! Right there, there's Tausch. Boom! All right,
so
Tausch.
when we could play that audio of Jordan Love I think it's a site called Film Watchers. I sent that over to you guys earlier this week.
You did?
Where Jordan Love, and I thought it was great. Like, if you're a if you're a film nerd, you'll be excited about going through Jordan's progressions, what he's looking for, how he's reading things, the aggressiveness that he took on a couple of different plays. It was really good, and if we can then telestrate that could be something that would be a fun little, even if it's a commercial break or a digi, that could be something fun.
Did they do any plays that turned out poorly?
I only saw one or two clips, man.
Yeah,
I'm not sitting here breaking down. I'm not breaking down film breakers,
I understand, but as you well know from your 11 years in the NFL, when you guys break down film, you don't just do the good plays. And you can also learn a lot from the plays that don't go well. So I'd be curious to see a few of those as well. I'll have to check out the entirety of that. Breaking down the film of your how you spent your evening last night, did you watch the U.S. beat Bosnia-Herzegovina?
I think it's and Herzegovina. It's a co-op. I don't think it's we went over that. Yeah. I did not.
Like Adam's friendship.
So you're correcting him on the name of the country of the match that you did not spend any time watching.
That is correct. That is correct. Yes.
I hear it used to be Yugoslavia. Why not? Like, I have to look. You've made it very clear. You do not have an affinity for people that pretend to be soccer fans. I am not in any way pretending to be a soccer fan. I am not watching the Premier League or La Liga, or there are some teams that I have some passing interest in. I am an event guy like you are. I watch the NBA Finals even when I don't really care about the Knicks. I watch the All-Star Game. That kind of stuff I watch. And I've certainly watched this. And last night, watching them play, I thought it had everything that you would want from a sporting event to get your attention. A controversial call that got everybody up in arms with the red card that was issued. The level of adversity that the U.S. faced playing a man down for like 35 minutes. That's a long time to be on the penalty kill. And a shorthanded goal, to put it in hockey terms, that meant that they were going to emerge victorious and move into the round of 16. I just thought it was
so
was
if
really
there were
good
a man
theater.
down and it went to penalty kicks, would they only get 4 kicks and the other team gets 5?
No, I don't think that's how that part of it works.
So they're not really.
That's not how that works. No.
They were a man.
Why
They
doesn't it
played
work
with
that
10
way?
guys
No, I understand.
for 35 minutes. There were 10. I know you would have appreciated this. There were 10.
Well, how do you know it was 35? How do you know it was 35 minutes? There's no clock.
There is a clock, and they added 10 minutes for the injury time or added time, whatever you'd like to call that. It wasn't it wasn't entirely injury time because it was delayed by the VAR review of the red card that was issued, which was not initially issued. Not even a yellow was issued. Again, I'm not going to pretend to understand anything beyond offsides, which I do understand, whereas others do not. But it was great theater. Jesse, did you watch, or am I alone on this?
We watched. So I was filling in for Tier 1 Tyler's Golf League last night. 2 birdies on the first 2 holes. Pretty good for the squad. We don't have to talk about what happened the rest of the night. We got done right after kickoff of the match. It started about, we got in about 15 minutes into the clubhouse, and we ended up staying for the entirety of the match, watching it. And I thought it was really fun how, Golf League, you got a lot of folks who really are into the Brewers and aren't so much soccer fans, but everybody was bought in. They had it on both TVs in the clubhouse. Everybody sat around. Everybody stayed through at least halftime. A lot of people stayed through the end of the match and were super into it, going crazy when the U.S. scored their goals. A couple of big plays, big stops, yelling when the official gave the red card. Like, it was a lot of fun. It was a great atmosphere, and for a crowd that I wouldn't expect would be traditional soccer fans, I think that captured pretty well how the fever is spreading here around the World Cup.
I agree. And they advanced to play Belgium on Monday. They will do it without their top scorer, who scored the first goal, who was issued the red card. You don't have any FOMO on this. And you're not going to watch on Monday either. You're waiting until the round of 8
I might watch
if
Monday.
they make it. Maybe.
I might watch on Monday. Yeah. I'm not going to lose any sleep if I don't.
Well, we don't expect you to lose any sleep over it, but
It sounds like you guys, if you don't get to watch it, you'll lose a little sleep.
I thought, for someone who is not a hardcore soccer fan, I was very much entertained, and I was planning on doing some work while it was on, and I found myself setting my work aside and just watching. Like, that
what
to
kind
me,
of work were you going to be doing?
I've got that Madison Magazine story
lawn care or what?
on Matt LaFleur that is facing a deadline. So I was going to work on that, and instead I watched the entirety of the soccer game and didn't get it done. Now I got to work on it today.
Yeah, I think it's great that you guys are excited and love watching it. I think that's awesome. I'm happy for both of you and everybody that loves it. I think that's great.
Your old friend TJ Lang was also watching it. I believe
I wouldn't have TJ being a big soccer guy on my.
Well, I'm not sure that he is, as he responded to the red card with Exhibit Y, why soccer sucks. I'm gonna stop pretending to care now.
What a funny duddy.
See, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I want to wait. And then I am going to jump fully in that bandwagon. When will they play if they win after Monday? That weekend, probably? That next weekend?
They'd be like, Saturday maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm all in on that. I'll be all in on that Saturday night game. That'll be fun.
TJ also subsequently tweeting, just when FIFA starts to draw in Americans, they go and do some dumb stuff like that about the red card. So for someone who said he was pretending to care, I do believe he began to care, which is exactly what I'm talking about in terms of how even if you were not invested, the way last night played out kind of convinced you to be invested at least temporarily, which I thought was...
So, and Freeze Kid score, or did he not score?
He did not score.
Last night?
He had a couple of key defensive plays. He's a right back.
Okay.
So he's more on the defensive side. He did have one scoring opportunity, wasn't it? And they had 2 goals that were disallowed by offsides. So you missed out on that, and you could have enjoyed that, portion of the program.
That was good. Yeah, you just make sure you stay in front of the defenseman. Make sure the defenseman, you want to make sure you don't get behind the defenseman, just like when Christian Watson's got to slow down.
Him.
No, you got to wait.
You can't.
Christian Watson, let's make sure. Oh, I got him beat, but I got to slow down to make sure that before the ball's. I mean, it's literally the same thing. That's
just
part
feels,
of my frustration with this game.
It's the 4th of July. The U.S. is hosting the World
There's
Cup.
nothing more American than soccer. That's what I hear all the time.
USA hat
it's
on.
apple pie and soccer. That's what we're known for.
The team
Get
is
out
the
of
best
here
that
with
it's been in a while. It's the 250th anniversary of the
great
origins
I'm not
of the United
telling you
States.
to not watch it. You guys are telling me I need to watch it. I don't.
It's such an easy
I don't understand.
thing to just throw
It's like
some
if I
red,
tell
white,
you
and
you
blue
have
on
to
and
watch. I love the show
celebrate
Wings
it a little bit.
The same thing here. I love the show Wings. Hey, there's a Wings marathon on Monday. Y'all need to watch it. No, you don't. If you don't want to watch it, don't. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, you guys missed out with Lowell replacing the plane park.
Wings
no,
marathon
if you don't
is
like
not
Roy
the same
Biggins,
as this.
you don't like Roy Biggins. That's fine.
I haven't
haven't forced you into loving Roy Biggins.
Here's the disconnect for me regarding your viewing of the World Cup.
Oh,
Okay?
you're going to tell me my disconnect. I can't wait to hear. No,
that's not what I said. I said this is the disconnect for me.
Here's the disconnect. Yep.
For me.
All right.
In your position.
Okay. Sure.
On the one hand, I totally get it. You do not want to be a phony. One of your superpowers is your authenticity. Anyone who has met Tausch and said, "Oh, I loved you when you played for the G&G," knows how authentic he is. So you want to be authentic when it comes to soccer. You don't want to be phony.
It's not even about authenticity. It's about what I like.
Let me finish telling you what you feel.
You're telling me how I feel. All right, go ahead.
So you don't want to be
This
phony.
is annoying. Now I know why people get so annoyed with me.
Here's a guy who doesn't like soccer. Right there, that one.
You don't want to be a phony. But here's the thing that you have said multiple times during this discussion. You like big events.
I do.
And last night, the way the game unfolded became a big event. I understand it's a made-up round. I get all that. But my disconnect is last night was way more interesting, fascinating, fun to watch, had me paying attention more than I expected. And I am telling you that I don't think there's a big difference other than my kid plays soccer and yours don't. Like, I don't think there's a big difference between our opinions on soccer. We are not – you've been to more professional soccer games than I have because you went to one in London. Mm-hmm. So I understand you don't want to be a phony. I am telling you that what I watched last night was compelling, and it sucked me in like a good episode of Landman without the nudity. Which I've not watched that show. I'm just assuming the way Tausch has talked about it that there are some scenes that may be not suitable for work or children.
It's just fun to throw on some red, white, and blue, have a couple of beverages, watch sports, and cheer with a big group of people for the same thing. It's just fun, and especially given the time of the year on the calendar and the anniversary of 1776, like, it just seems like fun. Like, you're just anti-fun by not wanting to jump in on this.
Let me know when you guys are done. Let me know when you're done telling me what I should be doing and what I like and what I shouldn't like, because I'm all ears. Keep telling me. I'm on board.
I'm just going to say that the highlight of this discussion was Jesse with his telestrator. Here's a guy who doesn't like soccer. It's a favorite part of mine for me. All right, your drawing is a little sus though. Like your ability
I'm
to
doing
not
it with a mouse, and we don't have like a touch screen.
If you only had that mouse that Levi stole, it might be more accurate.
Much
All right,
easier.
let's play some trivia. I can only assume it's U.S. men's national team soccer trivia.
It is not, no. But similarly, it is happy 250th anniversary America trivia, which is, again, part of the celebration of the FIFA World Cup. You can just have some fun.
Yep, nothing but
celebrate
I'm going to
America.
ask you this. You want to rank American sports. Soccer's not in the top 10. I'm sorry to tell you that. They're not.
Top 10?
No.
All right. Can I give you
boy.
I don't want to tell you what to do or tell you how you feel. Can you compile your top 10 list for us during the break?
Sure. You're not going to like what I'm putting down.
Will I be picking up what you're putting down? You compile your list. We'll get to Demovsky on Waddle and Sylvie at some point in the 10 o'clock hour. I want to do that to start the 10 o'clock hour. Tausch's list of the top 10 sports in America in honor of America's 250th birthday. We will do that after we play trivia presented by Cousin Subs and Vortex Golf. Jesse, we have Highway 8, we have Highway 64, we have Highway 29, different highways that are you writing the number of caller you want? Is that what you're doing there?
I want caller number 10 for Tausch's top 10.
Caller 10 right now, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 10 plays Wilde and Tausch trivia
Jesse,
presented.
put this note down. Remind me, because now that we found you have a telestrator, which has been doing video now for, 2 or 3 years? I don't know how many years.
It's been a while.
I have I'm going to do a 2-week tease on. I just got my new Tahoe from Zimbrick, and something blew my mind that I thought I didn't have that I did. Just write that down because it's worth it. I promise you, but I'm not going to do it today. Okay.
Noted.
You're doing it 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, I don't know when. At some point, I'm going to do this.
Still waiting for that other story that was a You Got the Open story. All right, we'll play trivia next, presented by Cousin Subs and Vortex Golf. I want to remind you, the Brewers are hot, 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 and you can save all kinds of money both at the Brewers team store and on your tickets and other things if you sign up for Brewers Checking from Associated Bank. 20% off at the Brewers team store, up to 50% off home game tickets. Express entry through the Associated Bank entrance at AmFam Field. Pre-sale access for concerts and non-baseball events at AmFam Field. And, of course, savings both on the iconic Brewers Community Foundation 5K and 10K Famous Racing Sausages Run and Walk, and on the Brewers Baseball Academy registration. So go to AssociatedBank.com to find out more. More Wilde and Tausch, led by trivia, next. So stick around.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. The Homer Hour with special guests every day from 5 to 6.
That's why I said the toughest part to me for the Packers is that the division is, I think, better than it's been.
The best 60 minutes of your day happens on the Homer Hour.
So the issue is, and I'm working on the T-shirt right now, this season is very simple.
This guy.
Got to win the damn division.
Weekday afternoons from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here from MoMA. Battling a sore knee, a shoulder, elbow, hand, neck, back, or foot pain? MoMA can get you back in the game. MoMA is the new Midwest Orthopedic and Musculoskeletal Alliance, connecting trusted local providers like OIW, SMOC, and Innovative Pain, with expert care and innovative treatments provided in their offices. The Surgery Center, Ortho Laser, Smart Scan, or MOSH. With the best orthopedic care and recovery, MoMA can get you back to doing what you love. Call or walk in today.
Joe Fallon did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he commissioned a portrait of himself. Does Joe already know what he looks like? Yes. Do guests know what he looks like? Also yes. But not as art. It's Joe's savings, and if he wants to spend it on a velvet painting of himself with a white tiger at his feet, we say, roar, Joe, roar. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This year, Macy's is celebrating 50 years of fireworks. So come celebrate with us in style and take 50% off swim, 50% off sunglasses, 50% off grilling tools, 50 years of fireworks, 50% off throughout the entire store. That's a celebration only Macy's can deliver. Shop Macy's July 4th sale and see our 50th fireworks Saturday on NBC and Peacock. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
If you're a golfer, a hunter, or someone who has a lot of gear, you know how quickly a garage can run out of space. Hey, it's Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe & Chewy, and I'm here to tell you that Closets by Design creates custom garage solutions designed around your lifestyle. From cabinets and storage systems to garage flooring, they create a place for everything. I love what they did with my closet. Now I understand why so many homeowners trust them with their garages too. Right now, you can get 40% off and ask about their special financing options. Schedule your free in-home design consultation today at closetsbydesign.com and tell them Jen sent you.
Why DIY your frozen pizza toppings when Screamin' Sicilian already went over the top for you? We're talking whole milk mozzarella, heaps of premium meats, a mountain of veggies. Screamin' Sicilian is frozen pizza stacked, no add-ons needed. Mamma mia! Screamin' Sicilian. So loaded with toppings, it's almost cheating. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section and taste what all the screamin' is about.
Beautiful day for Brewers baseball. Brats in one hand, your Brewers checking card from Associated Bank is in the other. And with a tap, it's 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. An express entry so you can tailgate longer. And up to 50% off home game tickets. All that power, all for the crew. Only with Brewers checking from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Milwaukee Weight Loss knows the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day with no drugs or surgery, and they will show you how to keep it off for good. Get your confidence in your health back. Right now, $200 off summer special for limited time only. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com now to book your free consultation. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, 855 Pella WI, or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Tournament of Champions trivia today also?
We do. That's coming up at 11:15 this morning, the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions.
And our guy Jerry in the Prairie is in that bracket, right? He's one of the OGs.
He is in the tournament. He's not participating today.
Okay. Could he do both?
Like in the same day?
Yeah. Like if today was 2 weeks from now, he could play.
Yes, because the only thing we're playing for in the Tournament of Champions is pride, so therefore there's no prize affiliated with it. And that means like Jeff and Monroe could have been caller 10 today, and then I could have called him back in an hour and a half to play in the Tournament of Champions at 11:15. That would be totally acceptable.
We will do that later. Right now, we will play regulation, not extra time. Wilde and Tausch Trivia, presented by Cousin Subs and Vortex Golf.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is brought to you by Cousin Subs. Cool down with the summer shake from Cousin Subs. Enjoy 4 delicious flavors: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and mint. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. And by Vortex Golf. Trivia winners this week receive a hat, ball marker, sticker, and a blade rangefinder courtesy of Vortex Golf. Rangefinders you can bet on.
Let's welcome in our contestant. It is Jerry in the Prairie. Jerry, good morning, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Are you getting a lot of? Are you like going to random places to play trivia to get ready for your Tournament of Champions appearance? I know it's not today, but it's not that far away. Are you getting warmed up? Are you doing some like satellite tournaments like they do on grass before Wimbledon?
This is my warm-up right here.
That's what I figured. All right, well, here you go. Question number 1. In the category of Happy 250th Birthday, America, question number 1 is this. Which city was the original capital of the United States and the location where the Declaration of Independence was adopted in 1776? Was that Philadelphia, Baltimore, or Crivets?
That'd be Philadelphia.
Indeed.
If only Crivets was a little bit more north, maybe it would have been.
Was Crivets part of the Civil War? Were they on? Which side were they on? Question 2. Chronological. Jesse, thank you for that opportunity. Which of these became an official state in the United States of America most recently? Most recently. Is it Michigan, Minnesota, or Montana?
Oh, it's got to be Montana.
2 for 2. That's why he's in the tournament. All right, here we go, Jerry.
I was going to
Question
throw
3.
Maine in there instead of Montana, which Maine still wouldn't have been the right answer, but Maine became a state a lot later than you would think.
Interesting.
What's the reasoning for that?
Yeah, I would have got it wrong if you would have said Maine.
I don't know, but I learned when we were out there, it was like the 23rd state or something. It's like, what took so long? It's right there.
So if you had replaced Montana with Maine, what would have been the right answer?
Minnesota then would have been the right answer. In order, it did go Michigan, then Minnesota, then Montana. But there's others in the mix. It just went with the alliteration.
I'm watching that documentary at Daniel Boone. What a character, Daniel Boone.
I'm sorry, what?
Daniel Boone.
Are you watching it or are you listening to it as you watch?
What documentary?
Well, no, I'm
what does that
listening
have to
to
do
it.
with
It's on
anything?
Netflix. Well, because you were talking about, when states got kind of founded and how the country got founded.
Daniel
and all this
Boone was
stuff.
in Maine.
Daniel Boone was the whole story of Daniel Boone. I just thought of him as he wore a fur cap and just walked around and was like a wilderness dude. There's a lot there. So I would recommend checking that out on Netflix.
I appreciate the recommendation.
What's the
Is that
name
what
of
you watched
that
instead of the soccer
documentary?
game?
I think it's The Men Who Built America, I think it's called. Something of that nature.
I will admit you have piqued my interest. I will have. You said it's on Netflix?
Yes, indeed.
Much like 2 Packers
Yes,
games
indeed.
this season. All right, Jerry, question 3 after that brief rain delay. We're back to live action. Here we go. James Madison was the first James to be elected president of the United States. Who was the second James?
Oh, I know this one.
Who became president? Was it James Buchanan, James K. Polk, or James Monroe?
That would be James Monroe.
Man, this is why he's one of the GOATs.
He's good. That's why Jerry's the head. Jerry is, just for the record, he is Brazil and he is France when it comes to the World Cup. Heavy favorites.
Well, no pressure there, Jerry. Jerry,
That's a
you
lot
were
of
3
pressure,
for
Tausch.
3.
I know it is, but hey, what do we always say on this show, Jerry?
At any given Thursday.
Pressure is a privilege, and Jerry knows that.
Pressure's a privilege.
Jesse is going to draw this week's winner with his wacky numbering system.
No, we're actually very traditional this week. Very traditional. Bill,
I do appreciate the sound effects.
Bill, Rodney, Baby Fresh, or Jerry. Someone is winning.
Forgot about Baby Fresh.
Fresh with a PH.
Cousin Subs gift card and the Vortex prize pack, including the Blade Rangefinder. All month long, the Rangefinder part of the prize pack. This is big. Congratulations. Jerry!
Hey, Jerry in the Prairie!
2 weeks in a row, we draw the winner as they're on with us. How about that?
Jerry?
That's awesome. I need a rangefinder.
Great performance in this friendly leading into the tournament. Well done, and enjoy your rangefinder and your Cousin Subs gift card. Vortex Golf and Cousin Subs are presenting sponsors of Wilde and Tausch Trivia. Thanks for playing, buddy. Great to hear from you. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend, buddy.
Thanks a lot, guys. Love you guys.
All right, love you guys.
What a 10 o'clock
Legend.
hour that was.
What a legend.
You're telling me.
So good that it lasted 57 minutes or 67 minutes into injury
A
time.
little extra time there.
Yeah.
Daniel Boone.
Highly recommended. He was not just some wilderness guy. We will get to the 10 o'clock hour, and we will do so, which will include hearing from Rob Demovsky on our sister/brother show, Waddle and Sylvie on ESPN Chicago, and more. That all starts in 2 minutes. So stick around. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It all started with a small storefront and a big promise: treat every customer just like family. For decades, local families have trusted Sendix to provide the freshest food, the warmest smiles, and a place where community comes first. From generation to generation, we have grown together. Because Sendix is more than just a grocery store. It's home. Thank you for allowing us to serve you for the past 100 years. Here's to the next 100 years. Sendix, your trusted local grocer.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella-certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Surfside iced tea and lemonade plus vodka is your go-to drink this golf season. It's light, refreshing, made with real vodka and zero bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. This spring, look out for the brand new half and half variety pack featuring flavors like raspberry iced tea and lemonade and blackberry iced tea and lemonade. No bubbles, no troubles. Cheers to hitting the fairway and cheers to Surfside. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
From large manufacturer to local pizza shop and every business in between, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions. Whatever you're building, you've got this. And Summit Credit Union's got you.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Time now for headlines as we predict what will happen on Sunday as the Packers take on the Vikings at Lambeau Field.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
I'm going to do something crazy.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at ESPN Milwaukee.
I'm going to say kissing cousins, pack bikes tie.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
He missed it again! And we'll end this crazy game in a tie. Oh, my goodness.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. And it begins with ESPN.com's Rob Demovsky. You may be familiar with his work as the ESPN NFL Nation Packers beat writer, joining Waddle and Sylvie on our sister station ESPN Chicago. And being depicted, if that's an accurate way to describe this, as saying Caleb Williams is better than Jordan Love. That seems like a dangerous position to hold. Jesse, is that an accurate depiction of what Rob said, though?
It is not.
That's what I thought.
I was going to say,
so he got clipped,
I don't think Rob doesn't like all that smoke, man. You and him are very similar, and you don't like smoke.
I don't enjoy the social media villagers with their pitchforks and torches.
That's kind of your job, bro. I mean, isn't that kind
it is not, though.
Kind of your job?
It's really not.
No, it is, though. No, but it is.
Really?
I think are consuming more content.
They're not, though. They're not consuming it.
It's a different world than 1999,
No.
bro.
The times when you have been clipped in a manner that you did not particularly appreciate, I do believe you're forgetting those times.
I agree.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling. and dealing with the blowback is not enjoyable. And I know you have admitted that when it has happened to you. So again, we try to provide a very entertaining radio program. I try to provide entertaining, interesting, engaging, written content. I try to present in a more brief manner than I normally do when I'm on television. Some stories there, but no, social media. That's a different world, man. And we're gonna find out, because I want to hear what Rob was depicted as having said. And then, Jesse, you can explain to me what he really said. Here is Rob Demovsky on ESPN Chicago's Waddle and Sylvie earlier this week via ESPN 1000's Twitter feed.
Look, is Jordan Love Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre? Probably not. But is he a top 10 quarterback, maybe even top 6, 7, or 8? I think you have to say yes. And people here in Chicago saw the Packers for what they were. If you just took the 2 games that they lost here, the regular season game and the playoff game, it was coaching malpractice in special team standpoint, from game strategy standpoint, and then ultimately they just blew the game. You've got a guy here who his ceiling probably is higher than Jordan Love, but his floor might be a little lower too. And it's going to be really interesting to see what they do and what Ben Johnson does this year.
Do we agree that Caleb Williams' ceiling is higher than Jordan Love's?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. I don't think there's
Do you agree that it was coaching malpractice?
I do not. That was that of all the things that Rob said there, that was the phrase that got my attention. He said on special teams and did he say game management or game
special teams and from a game strategy standpoint?
Game strategy. I'd be curious what he means by that in terms of the. Did he go further into that? Because
no, that's the extent of the
you
clip
guys are
that
best
I saw.
friends.
Yeah.
I don't know, why wouldn't you reach out to Rob? You could just ask Rob. I mean, you guys have been buddies for 30 years. That's.
I mean, I think it's pretty on the nose.
You know what I mean? Wait, do we need to get the telestrator out of here? Here's a guy that doesn't know what he's talking about.
Guys should reach out to Rob Demovsky. I think what he's saying is like the Packers were pressing. They were up big, and instead of continuing to put their foot on their throats, like Tausch likes to say,
they threw the ball more than they ran it in the second half.
Yes, they did not go into a shell.
Listen, I am not afraid. I am not good friends with Matt LaFleur. I will say what I want to say about it, and that's not part of this equation. The problem was the O-line stunk.
Yeah, especially
they
left
tackle.
They
just played like crap in the second half. And they couldn't protect. The Bears said, to hell with it. What we're doing ain't working. We're blitzing every play. And we didn't have any answers. Now, if you want to get into that, fine. I'm totally open to that. But the narrative that Matt LaFleur and Steno and Jordan Love just said, hand the ball off 3 times and punt, that's just not what the facts tell you happened in that game. They went 3 and out. They couldn't run the football. The Bears blitzed and said, we're going to make you make a play. All it took was a couple times to do it. We couldn't, and then the ball started rolling. I don't think it was coaching malpractice. I thought it was just we got tight, we couldn't make a play, and we couldn't dig ourselves out of it. It was not handoff, incompletion. That's not how this played out.
I was talking to somebody late last week, and their hypothesis was that Rasheed Walker's performance in that specific game was so poor that is the primary reason why his market was what it was on free agency, because he played so poorly when the chips were on the table in that game that it undercut a lot of good things that he had done at left tackle.
He did not play well last year on the whole. He just didn't play well. That game he was particularly not effective. for certain. And that wasn't – and I think you can always look at it and say, well, if you're going against the stud, sometimes the Myles Garrett – I think there's that Myles Garrett clip, and Sheeto was yelling, look out, or whatever he did. I think it was Sheeto. Those things
We've all
happen,
been there.
man. But the Bears, that is not a dominant front. And that was the part that was so frustrating, I'm sure, for everybody.
When I look at the special teams part of it, I don't know what was poor schematically. Their kicker missed 3 kicks that would have accounted for 7 points. They did recover the fumble that Josh Jacobs had on that kickoff return. So it's not like they lost possession there. But but certainly, and you look at the other game that they lost in Chicago, which they don't lose if a guy that we view as sure-handed in Romeo Doubs just falls on an onside kick.
Well, there was also a late hit by who was the young kid? Oliver. Late hit by Oliver that extended that game too. It's always easy to say one or two things, and you do have to make the plays when they are, especially in the fourth quarter. You got to make plays, but those things happened as well. And if you want to say that Matt LaFleur got outcoached by Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson's teams played with a bigger edge.
Yeah,
it actually hurt them in the Lambeau game because they were too jacked up and too wired.
Right.
Had too many dumb penalties early in that game, and that ended up costing them the big lead. That is an argument I'm definitely willing to have, but coaching malpractice is very strong. That's very bold by Rob Demovsky.
Are we sure that wasn't Seth Walder? Because he usually handles Rob's boldest statements.
Bold Bob's back, baby.
He is back.
Is Jordan Love's ceiling that he could be a Hall of Fame quarterback?
We will tackle that question. I think that's higher than that. I'll answer that question after I tell you the answer to this following question. Do you have all of your affairs in order? If tragedy struck, are you among the 16% of people who have appropriate current planning documents, or are you in the 84% of people who haven't gotten those affairs in order? Well, if you're in the 84%, Walney Legal Group is here to help me and you and everybody else make sure their estate planning, from wills to trust to probate to elder care to special needs planning, is in order. They offer a custom, personalized experience, not one of those cookie-cutter, one-size-fits-all solutions. Estate planning, they call it an uncomfortable necessity, and both of those words are true. It's uncomfortable, and it's a necessity. And Walney makes it smooth, easy, and as painless as possible, taking care of you from start to finish. Their motto, lawyering the way it should be. Clear communication, niche expertise, personal service, and a modern approach. They've got all kinds of awards to prove how great they've been for their clients, including the best lawyers in America. So, if you need to start the process or wherever you are in the process, go to walneylegal.com, WALNY legal.com, to start a conversation no matter what phase you're in. What is Jordan Love's ceiling? We'll discuss it next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. And beer fans, we've got something to cheer about. Michelob Ultra is the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. So whether you call it soccer or football, it's time to get your game plan ready as the world's largest soccer tournament returns to the USA. Stop by Discount Liquor to pick up a 12-pack of Michelob Ultra and score a free Michelob Ultra soccer koozie. At Discount Liquor, we stock over 15,000 varieties of beer, wine, spirits, THCA, and non-alcoholic beverages, all at the lowest prices in town. From craft brews to hard-to-find whiskeys, we've got a lineup for you. So don't get caught off sides with an empty fridge. Stop into Discount Liquor and stock up before kickoff. Visit us in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma or in downtown Waukesha at Barstow in Maine.
Discount Liquor. Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
It all started with a small storefront and a big promise. Treat every customer just like family. For decades, local families have trusted Sendix to provide the freshest food, the warmest smiles, and a place where community comes first. From generation to generation, we have grown together. Because Sendix is more than just a grocery store. It's home. Thank you for allowing us to serve you for the past 100 years. Here's to the next 100 years. Sendix, your trusted local grocer.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've spent a lifetime putting in the work. And this 4th of July, Iron Jock is celebrating with one of our biggest deals of the summer. From June 25th through July 6th, get 40% off all Iron Jock gear with a minimum purchase of $50 using code ESPN40. Excludes clearance and gift cards. Whether you're training, traveling, grilling out, or just staying active this summer, Iron Jock gear is built to keep up. Our products are moisture-wicking, anti-static, built for performance, built to last, built in Wisconsin. Jump now at ironjock.com.
It's Mike with Infinity Exteriors. I've seen it all, Wisconsin. Sketchy sales gimmicks for low-quality windows, siding that costs more than a new home, fly-by-night roofers. 60,000 happy customers made a better choice. Infinity Exteriors roofing, siding, and windows all come with our lifetime workmanship warranty, no overcharges, and transparent pricing. At Infinity Exteriors, we're on a mission to save our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
To something Rob said there with Waddle and Sylvie is, what is Jordan Love's ceiling in your mind? I have in front of me the list of NFL MVP award winners. And in the last 30 years, there are some names on it that are not Pro Football Hall of Famers, but very few of them are not Pro Football Hall of Famers. Is Matt Ryan going to end up in the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
No.
I don't think so either. Is Cam Newton?
No.
Hello?
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
you.
I said
We're
no.
here.
Okay.
said
I
no.
think you glitched out on me. I think we might have some storms moving through again.
Oh, boy.
Cam Newton, no. Rich Gannon will not be.
No.
All three of those quarterbacks have something in common. They all won NFL MVP awards. So, do I think that his ceiling is NFL MVP? I do. I do not think that Jordan Love, despite how impressive he was breaking down that film on Film Watchers, I don't think he's going to be a Pro Football Hall of Famer, which, by the way, you can have a great NFL career and not make it to Canton. So I just don't think, based on what we've seen at this point, if you took me down to Hard Rock Casino Rockford and forced me to put a wager at their sports book on whether Jordan Love goes into the Pro Football Hall of Fame someday or not, I would bet no. And I'd be thrilled for him if the answer turned out to be yes. But I don't see it as that. So do I think he could have a MVP season? Could that come this year? Yeah. I think that's the ceiling. I don't know. I thought what Rob said on the other end of that about Caleb Williams' floor being lower than Jordan Love's, I think I agree with that, especially for a guy who completed 58% of his passes.
Jordan Love's completion percentage was questioned the same way Caleb Williams
It was.
is now,
I know. And he has changed that. And you expect Caleb Williams to do the same thing with his coach.
I don't know. I mean, I think all of us respect Ben Johnson and what he's done down there and what he did in Detroit. He's a good ball coach, and I think he knows that throwing at a mid-50s, upper 50s completion percentage in today's NFL is not sustainable. I saw Mark Schlereth, who I respect the heck out of. He basically said that Caleb Williams needs to be a lot better. He compared him, I believe, to Kyler Murray.
He did.
It's
a good clip.
So there's a lot of folks that are looking at this, and Caleb hears it. I was listening to him on Pardon My Take with the Big Cat and with the other Big Cat, and he hears it, and I throw the ball away, and yeah, okay. Maybe there's some of that, but that's for everybody. And I think Caleb knows he doesn't want to, admit. You need to be a mid to upper 60s completion percentage quarterback to be in that upper echelon of guys. It's just that's the reality of today's league. It makes the job too difficult. Caleb Williams deserves a lot of credit for how he finished games. The Iceman cometh and everything what he did. That is a skill. That is something that you have or you don't. He has it. That's what I think. That's why this rivalry is all of a sudden interesting again, is because if you look at the first three quarters of both of those games,
he wasn't very good.
Wasn't that great?
No, he was not.
Yeah, but it was fun. But what he did in the second half and in the fourth quarter of those games was pretty phenomenal. And when the money was on the table, he was pretty dang good. And if he could just clean up that other part of it, which I'm sure Ben Johnson's doing, Caleb Williams does have a high ceiling, but I do think that I don't think his floor, I believe, is what we've seen. I don't think he's going to dig down and get lower. His floor is what it is.
Do you think because this is what I would argue, he strikes me, and you've said for a long time that the situation you end up in has a huge say in the success. You can control what you can control, but situation does matter, right? For you, for example, in the career that you had. If he doesn't get Ben Johnson and he ends up with some other coaches or maybe a I don't know, say a defensive-minded head coach who's a pretty good defensive mind and could even win a bunch of football games in Chicago, but maybe isn't the innovator offensively or respected to the level that Ben Johnson is in that area. If he gets a different coach, maybe his floor is kind of where he is and stays there. Whereas, do you think that having Ben Johnson as his coach elevates his potential in a meaningful way? Because I would argue that it does. I think they hired exactly the right coach to get them to be not only relevant but competitive again, and they won the division last year, so I don't think that's that bold of a statement.
Oh, I'm not even sure what you're asking me. If his floor is going to stay, I think it gives him a chance to have
how
a higher
much better
ceiling.
is he with Ben Johnson being his coach versus someone else?
Markedly. It gives him a chance to have a higher ceiling. I don't think that necessarily sets on a floor at all. I think it much more about – I think Caleb Williams, and not to poo-poo Jared Goff. Jared Goff, I think, is a high floor, low ceiling guy. Caleb Williams is a high ceiling guy. He has a chance to be a really high ceiling quarterback. I don't think he's got where he's going to be a bum and out of the league. But there is a bigger range with him than a lot of other quarterbacks. I think he has a skill set and things that he can do that are different than other quarterbacks. I also feel that way about Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of Jordan, his evolution, 2 years ago, he could not run. He could not extend plays, or he just didn't want to, or between his knee and his groin and all of the injuries that he's had, he couldn't do a lot of the things that he wanted. He needs to utilize that part of his game to get to that higher ceiling as well. I think both of these quarterbacks, and why I think it's such an interesting future rivalry, is I think both of these guys have incredibly high ceilings. I also think their floors are where they're at. I think Jordan Love has shown us where his floor is. Mm-hmm. I think Caleb Williams is not going anywhere further down. He's not excavating anything. He's only building up. And I think that's why everybody on both sides of this fan base are super excited.
So if you have to pick one to have the better career, are you picking Jordan Love? Because I think I am, because I'm still not sold on Caleb Williams. I have nothing against him. Remember, I am the one who will continue to be ridiculed by a portion of the fan base for saying that I wanted him to be good.
Yeah, that's not the question. The question I have for you is fourth quarter, 2 minutes, you're down 4. Who you want? Who do you want? Do you want the LaFleur-Love combo, or do you want Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson?
No, I don't have enough evidence to say right now that I want the LaFleur-Love combo. I want the Rodgers-LaFleur combo. I'll take that one.
All right. How about this? You get Rodgers-McCarthy, you get Caleb and Ben, and you get LaFleur and Love. Who are you taking?
I want Rodgers. I don't care if it's Rodgers and Tauscher, and you're the play caller for the offense. I'm taking Rodgers.
At 43.
Yep. Well, who does he have to throw to? Is he throwing to MVS? And Alan Lazard and Bo Melton, then maybe I'd have to reconsider.
I don't know. You know the NFL. He's got Metcalf. I don't know who else he's got up. Freemuth. He's got other guys up there.
Pat Fryermuth, yeah. He's got him going for him, which is nice. All right. So thanks to Waddle and Sylvie and Rob Demovsky for giving us that topic.
Jesse, who are you taking in that matchup? Who are you taking just between Love and Caleb Williams? 2 minutes, down 4, got to go win it.
Matthew Stafford.
I think I'm taking Jordan Love because I don't trust Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams has more room for immediate error than Jordan Love does at this point. So I would say I'd want Jordan Love in that situation.
If you look at the 3 games against the Packers last year, he throws the bad pick at the end.
To Keyshawn Nixon.
Great play by Keyshawn Nixon.
CB1. We don't talk about him, though.
He marches down the field the other 2 games, and then Jordan Love gets the ball back with a chance to do it, and he didn't. Now, he had a left-handed center snapping the ball down at his feet.
Yeah, there were a lot of problems
but
there.
He didn't.
And they actually did. They got a shot. They got a shot downfield at the end of that game, the playoff game.
It's an interesting.
So who are you taking? You didn't take anybody.
I'm asking the question. I'm asking the questions here, Beb. I'm asking the questions. I'm Wilde in this.
I'm asking the questions here, Beb. Okay. We don't talk about Keyshawn. No. But what we do talk about is Annex Wealth Management.
Indeed. And what life events have you experienced over the last couple years? You know, there's always something lurking around the corner, whether it's a sale of a company, death, divorce, health crisis, college, weddings, all of those big life events. Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with those, but planning for them is going to help you make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team, works together, informs you, and helps make decisions when those life events come up. Don't get left in the dust. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com to get started on your plan to have a successful planning.
It's an interesting conversation. It's got people talking in the YouTube comments. We will circle back to it, though, because it is time for another installment served up by Sendix of Name That Year. Which, if I recall correctly, I had a perfect score last week, so I assume, much like the Bears in close games, I will revert to the mean and probably get most of them wrong this week. We'll find out next. Presented by Sendix, it's Name That Year. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella-certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and you know I love a smart play from the pocket. That's why I joined UW Credit Union. With their mobile banking app, I can make smart plays from anywhere. And with rewards checking perks like early payday, I score my money sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and make the smart play by becoming a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Your brand doesn't need more square footage.
It needs more wow.
When you work with Captivate Exhibits, trade show booths become magnets, lobbies become living stories, break rooms become culture builders.
Captivate creates experiences people don't just see, they feel.
For more than 30 years, their award-winning team has transformed big ideas into bold brand moments that command attention and drive results.
Stop blending in.
Start captivating.
Visit CaptivateExhibits.com.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Loziga. Every morning, I talk about traffic backups and slowdowns around Milwaukee. At Sewer Ninjas, they help homeowners avoid a different kind of backup, a sewer backup. Sewer Ninjas is a Wisconsin family-owned company specializing in sewer camera inspections, drain cleaning, and trenchless repairs that can often be completed without tearing up your yard. Their goal is simple: find problems early and help homeowners avoid costly surprises. Learn more at sewerninjas.com. That's sewerninjas.com.
You never know when someone you care about might need a place like Curative Care. For more than a century, Curative Care has been helping children, adults, and families across southeast Wisconsin navigate developmental disabilities and find the support they need to thrive. They help families every step of the way, from early childhood through adulthood. They connect parents with resources, provide guidance through challenging times, and create a community where people truly belong. If you know someone who may be looking for answers and support for a loved one with developmental disabilities, visit curative.org. That's curative.org. Do it today.
It's time for the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirits deals in town. Located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action.
Sunday marked the exact halfway point for the Milwaukee Brewers season. 81 down, 81 to go after Sunday's loss to the Cubs. And even despite the series loss at American Family Field over the weekend, the Brewers' 5.5-game lead in the NL Central and the quickest they've tallied 50 wins in franchise history. They'll look to add on to those 50 wins this week, hosting a 4-game series at American Family Field Monday through Thursday against the Cincinnati Reds. These 4 games against the Reds mark the final homestand for the Brewers prior to the All-Star break, which starts July 13th.
This has been the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, 855 Pella WI, or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Before we get to Name That Year, served up by Sendix, this has triggered a debate. Now, again, if you're a Bears fan, I guess I don't quite understand why you spend time here, but we appreciate you nevertheless.
We appreciate it. I don't have any clue what the hell you're doing, but we appreciate it.
Wendy, who insists that Jordan Love is not a good quarterback. Wilde is as delusional as he is fat.
Wendy.
Chris Sims has Caleb as a top 6 quarterback and had Love at 12 or 14. Then
That's
in the
not very
ESPN
nice.
Milwaukee YouTube comments, John says, Jason drank that J-Lo Kool-Aid. That dude has already peaked. Look, I am neither a Jordan Love stan nor a Jordan Love hater. What I would consider myself is a Jordan Love appreciator because he was not very good in training camp in 2020, and he wasn't very good in training camp in 2021. And I was there for it. Again, were there extenuating circumstances in 2020? There was no off-season program because of COVID. They're practicing inside a Lambeau. We're all sitting in our own little section with our masks on at 90-degree weather, sitting on the bleachers watching practice. But when I talked about the lack of wow throws, that was a real thing. And again, no matter what Goody may say now, you do not sign Aaron Rodgers to a 3-year, $150 million contract that pays him $50 million in 2022 and leaves you with 40-some million in dead cap money to eat in 2023 if you think Jordan Love is ready to be your starting quarterback in 2022. And what he has done is damn impressive. Because when he started out in 2023, he wasn't that impressive either. And he's worked his tail off to improve and become a good NFL quarterback. I do not have him ticketed for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I don't think he is necessarily going to win an MVP, but I do think he's capable of that, and I see that as his ceiling. I don't think I'm delusional. The other half of your statement may be accurate, but I don't think I'm delusional about Jordan Love. I think I understand exactly where he's at. And where we're at in the show is it's time for Name That Year, served up by Sendix.
Okay.
Clip that,
It's not
Jesse.
a question of who.
Wilde and Tausch is my favorite show. This called Wilde too.
Or what.
If you want to do this, it's great, but you're not getting any younger.
The question is, when?
Do I want Justin Fields to be replaced right now? I'm not sure. I could still probably develop him.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary is presented by Steinhoffels. And it's time to play Name That Year, served up by Sendix Food Markets.
Those guys have been around here a long time.
Sendix, celebrating 10 years of Wilde and Tausch and 100 years as your trusted local grocer since 1926.
Name That Year is served up by Sendix, part of the Wilde and Tausch 10th anniversary, presented by Steinhoffels. The news of the week.
I'll tell you what, that telestrator's totally reinvigorated you. You were checked out heading east, and then you get that telestrator, and
He'll check out again.
Back.
Don't worry, there's still time.
You're back.
I'm giving it everything I got through the Tournament of Champions, and no guarantee after that. The news of the week. Wisconsin has a new athletic director. Shawn Eichorst hired as the new director of athletics. Official
2026.
Well, that did happen yesterday. Yes, that's correct.
Well, that's what we're naming that year, right?
So
2026.
A Wisconsin Badgers theme to Name That Year, served up by Sendix for this week's game. All clips that, again, we're back in the spirit of the game, that these all did occur on Wilde and Tausch. Here is Mark Tauscher featured in clip number 1.
I think it's great. I love the fact that both teams are playing. I would have loved to seen Wisconsin go down and play at. No, I have never been to, what's Notre Dame's field called? Is it just Notre Dame Stadium?
Yeah.
They should get a sponsor for that. This has been in the works. I think we knew that this was happening, and I'm sure everybody is going to be incredibly jacked up. I do hope at some point they do a home and home where, Wisconsin Badger fans get to go down to the Golden Domers and they can come up here and kind of showcase the campuses. But, yeah, it's going to be an absolute home.
Tausch talking about Wisconsin and Notre Dame getting set to face each other. What year was that clip on Wilde and Tausch? Tausch?
Ah, man, I'm trying to think if that. I think just listening to the audio quality there, 2019, I'm going to say.
Jason?
I don't think it was quite that long ago, but I think Tausch makes a good point on the audio quality. And I remember thinking at the time of the announcement, man, that feels really far away. And now it's like a matter of a couple of months away. I'm going to say 2021. 2021.
So the in that clip was Greg Scalzo, former host of Scalzo and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin.
From the Super Bowl in Minnesota?
That was Tausch and Greg hosting a show at Buck and Honey's in Sun Prairie on August 15th, 2017.
Wow.
Oh, because I know, because they announced it and then they had to reschedule it.
Uh-huh. The original Wisconsin Notre Dame game at Lambeau was set for the 2020 season because it was going to be 2020 at Lambeau, 2021 at Soldier Field. And instead, of course, yes, you may have heard the COVID pandemic occurred. And so the game was rescheduled to 2026 at Lambeau Field. But how about that? 9 years ago, Tausch weighing in on the Wisconsin-Notre Dame game, and it's finally happening in about 2 months. Name That Year, served up by Sendix. Badgers theme today. Here is another clip.
We got there, Tausch.
You did get got.
got.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That's, I think, the furthest back we've gone so far in this game.
I'm surprised you had the audio.
Here is clip number 2. This is the head football coach at the University of Wisconsin.
I know for a fact that we've got a plan that I feel much better about, as opposed to even the last couple of years where it's hard to have a plan just because there is no structure and throwing stuff at the wall and hoping that it sticks, unfortunately, and that just hasn't boded well for us. And that's not an excuse. That's the landscape, and that's slowed down the development of a lot of younger guys, but I think we're in a better place now, and I do love the development
That is the head football coach at the University of Wisconsin. Tausch, what year did he say that on Wilde and Tausch?
Oh, man. I feel like that maybe was at Squat Fest in last year, 2 years ago. I'm going to say 2024. 2024.
24 is Tausch's guess. Jason?
I'm going to say 2025.
One of you is right. Jason Wilde. April 17th, 2025. Felt really good about the plan and things reinvigorated.
Well, it's because we changed everything. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Yeah, we yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tough go of it in 2025 for the Wisconsin Badgers.
Did not turn out to be right.
So let's hope things end up being a little different this time around. Last clip, Name That Year, served up by Sendix. This was also the head coach at the University of Wisconsin, appearing on Wilde and Tausch.
You know, obviously I'm a big Paul Chryst fan. I've never been a bigger fan, though, than when the cameras caught you saying turnover chain my beep. How many times does that either get brought up, and how much did your players enjoy that? Because I got to think they enjoyed it as much as I did.
You know, I mean, I didn't go ask each guy, what'd you think? You know, I think that they know me a lot better than others know. And but yeah, I didn't go around and ask them like, hey, what'd you think on that one? You know, the worst part was I was talking to myself.
Hey, Paul, you can tell Jason it's a stupid question. We're fine with that.
It's not.
It's really not real current, but it's a good question.
No, we're good. Yeah.
That interaction with Paul Chryst, when did that happen on Wilde and Tausch? Tausch?
2021.
21 is Tausch's guess. Jason?
I don't want to replicate Tausch's answer, so God, what bowl game was that though? Because it was already an old question, and I deservedly got teased. I'm gonna say, and what year were they in the Orange Bowl?
18.
Yeah. Obviously, it was during the 2022 season that
it's been a while since we've been to a bowl game.
It was the Orange Bowl after New Year's or before New Year's? So
Yeah.
would it be the 18 or the 17?
Same year as the NFC Championship game. I'm going to say 2020.
Oh, one of you is right. Jason again. That was
Jason's good at this game.
March 4th, 2020, just before the pandemic.
Pandemic.
Right before everything kicked in. That was Paul Chryst appearing. That was 3 years after the 2017 Orange Bowl win against Miami.
Good question, though. Also, was that also the appearance where he talked about his love of the crew neck sweatshirt?
I believe that was the same one, yes.
And then I think I got a Duke's Mail Bowl hoodie sent to me.
Nice.
Which was not being used by anyone. Graham Mertz had dropped this trophy.
By the way, just for fun, a bonus round clip of Name That Year. We know that this is from August 15th, 2017, when Greg Scalzo and Mark Tauscher were hosting Wilde and Tausch, but I laughed out loud when I heard this as I was reviewing some of our old footage. This is just a snippet of college football conversation from Greg Scalzo and Mark Tauscher from 2017.
Tell me where this is crazy.
All
right. Every Division I big-time program gets 2 cupcake home games. But you pick whoever you want. Go get it. Then you have to schedule another from a Big 5, and then let's do where you alternate and do like the ACC Big Ten Challenge. You have a weekend where it's Big Ten versus Pac-12 or Big 12, whatever it ends up being. And you then split the revenue. You can play neutral site. You can almost make it like a blow-up bowl weekend in September where it is, wow, this is exciting. You get Wisconsin going to play Washington. You do something like that.
I like the idea. The only concern I would have is, like, how do you draw the ACC Big Ten matchups? Because what if Clemson ends up drawing, like, Indiana?
How times have changed since 2017. Wisconsin and Washington are in the same conference, playing every year now, it feels. And Indiana is your reigning national champion and a powerhouse that went undefeated last year.
Doesn't that just tell you how quickly how life comes
That was.
at you
Wait
fast
a
in
minute
the
now.
football world?
It doesn't change that fast. That was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Lots happened
9 years ago, if you'd have told
a lot
me
has happened in
that
the 9 years.
That's the point. If you'd have told me 9 years ago that Washington, we'd be sending our rowers out to Washington to have a crew match in the middle of on a Wednesday, and if you said that Indiana was going to be the kings of the college football world, people would have told you, "What are you smoking?" Cigs from Signetti is what you'd have been smoking.
Tausch, tell us about Sendix, and not just about how great their cut fruit is and their bags are, like I'd like to talk about.
Well, as America is preparing for its 250th birthday, Sendix has everything you need to make your 4th of July celebration extraordinary. You can fire up the grill, grass-fed ground chuck, $7.99 a pound. Trimmed beef tenderloin, just $15.99 a pound. You got boneless chicken breast, $3.99 a pound. Extra large 2-pound bags of scrimp for $19.99 each. You got the great produce, Georgia sweet corn, 6 a dozen. Northwest cherries, $2.99 a pound. Michigan blueberries, 2 pints, $6. Save time with Sendix homemade deli favorites, including French potato salad, $4.99 a pound. Italian pasta salad, $6.99 a pound. Taco dip, just $6.99 a pound. And don't forget the beverages. High Noon, 8 packs, $14.99. And Yingling, 24 packs for just $19.99. 4th of July. Celebrate with great food, great savings, and the people who matter most. Sendix, your trusted local grocer for the past 100 years.
More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
ESPN Wisconsin celebrates Wilde and Tausch's 10-year anniversary, presented by Steinhoffels.
Our very first guest, Aaron Rodgers. Give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do together?
Daily, 52 weeks a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary is also brought to you by Sendix, by Outdoor Living Unlimited, by Gruber Law Offices, and by Events by Design.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Freddie Coleman.
I think any decision needs to be made sooner than later, whether you're going to keep him or not going to keep him. In terms of trading him this place, that place, the other place, sure, absolutely. But if you're really serious about keeping Jaylen Brown, then you just got to decide, look, we're not trading him. And then
ESPN Milwaukee fans, it's Gabe Neitzel here, and I want to introduce you to Jens Family Chiropractic. If you're dealing with back pain, neck pain, headaches, or sciatica, Jens Family Chiropractic focuses on finding the cause of the problem, not just helping you manage the symptoms. For nearly 10 years, they've helped Milwaukee area patients find real answers through personalized care and advanced treatment options. Learn more and check out their new patient special at jensfamilychiropractic.com. That's jensfamilychiropractic.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher for Outdoor Living Unlimited. Well, my wife and I chose Outdoor Living Unlimited to build our outdoor project. And when we met with Aaron and Eric Brown, owners and brothers of Outdoor Living Unlimited, we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values, and their showroom is a must-see at 665 Larry Court in Waukesha. If you're looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, and more, Outdoor Living Unlimited is a must. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space.
See 7 continents, no passport required. Explore the Milwaukee County Zoo, where some of the world's most extraordinary animals are already in your backyard. The zoo is a premier destination, offering ways to connect all year long. Visit amazing animals like the giant anaconda, hippo, and rhinos. Ride on the safari train, featuring new locomotive Engine 2025. And mark your calendar for events like a la carte, where you'll groove alongside the animals. What or who will you discover first? Plan your visit at MilwaukeeZoo.org.
Mark Tauscher here, and if you know me, you know I love Wisconsin. That's why I'm a UW Credit Union member. Their team's been all about Wisconsin since 1931, and they love making banking easy for members. whether it's with their convenient mobile app or with the great perks like early payday to get you paid sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and become a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Sports are changing. Faster, stronger, smarter. So should your beer. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp and refreshing, no extra baggage, built for people who go hard. Still drinking the same old light beer? You're stuck. Flight is changing the game. Level up. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Wisconsin, are you keeping up? DJ Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Don't let summer pass you by. Turn it all the way up at Summerfest. The music, the moments, the memories you'll replay all year long. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. June 18th through July 4th. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
One of the most important concepts in sports is don't drop the ball. Are you dropping the ball with your estate plan? When was it last updated? Have you even done one at all? It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jason Wilde for Walney Legal Group. There's a lot at stake for you and your family when it comes to wills, trusts, probate, and elder planning. At Walney Legal, that's all they do. Tailored documents. No confusing legal jargon. Just thoughtful guidance. Do the blocking and tackling to protect your family. Start a conversation today at walneylegal.com.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Jesse, on the show sheets, you have us discussing the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift wedding.
I thought you'd want to, yeah.
I enjoy her music. I do.
MSG.
I have no interest in her wedding. None. I have far more interest.
I thought you loved big events and you don't miss any of them.
Yeah,
you got
Mr.
FOMO.
Party Guy.
I miss
Mr. Party Guy.
I miss lots of weddings.
If you were invited to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding, you and Paula, no kids, would you go?
No, you're asking the wrong question. You're asking the wrong question.
No, I would send Sid as my
you plus
as
one, and you get to bring
one.
one of your girls to go. Would you go?
Yeah, I would. Yes, Sydney enjoys her music.
That means you'd have
Maddie's
to leave the
more
other
of
one
a
at
Pink
home.
fan.
Oh, okay.
Maddie's fine with that. She's not a Swiftie. We're all, though, Steinhoffelies, if that's a thing. We love Steinhoffels. We love our partnership with them. They've been with us from the jump, and they also are huge supporters of our 10th anniversary. And right now, they've got their 4th of July 5-day sale. Say that 5 times fast. It starts tomorrow, and it is packed with savings. Save up to 30% on furniture and home decor. Shop amazing doorbusters throughout the store and get $75 off every $799 that you spend. Plus, take an extra 15% off already low-price clearance furniture and mattresses and enjoy 60 months of 0% financing when you spend $1,999 or more. You've been waiting for the right time to upgrade your home, and this is it. Shop Steinhoffel's July 4th 5-day sale tomorrow through Tuesday. The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Chris Canty.
This is the type of move that if it don't work, people get fired for. Like I understand that this is a championship organization. A couple of years ago, they held up the Larry O'Brien trophy, Brad Stevens and Joe Mazzulla and all that. If this move doesn't work, this is the type of decision that people get fired for. We knew Jaylen Brown was on the block, and we were still shocked that this trade went down just because of the return that Boston got. I had the kind of reaction from yesterday's trade with Jaylen Brown that I did a couple of years ago when Luka got traded to my team. Now, we didn't know Luka was going to be traded, but we were all surprised that he was traded, and we were surprised the return that the Dallas Mavs got for it. And as a result, guess what happened? Nico Harrison got fired. All I'm simply saying is this move, while it might not be as jarring, it is shocking to the NBA world.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong?
I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code FUTURE to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code FUTURE to borrow up to $10,000. Use code FUTURE to borrow up to $10,000.
This is Marquette basketball head coach Shaka Smart. You're listening to the home of Golden Eagle basketball, 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Joining us now is the Green Bay Packers' new head coach, Matt LaFleur on Wilde and Tausch.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
Matt LaFleur, Matt Nagy, and Matt Patricia. Who is the most famous non-NFC North head coach not named Matt? No, I'm sorry.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law offices, One Call That's All studio at ESPN Milwaukee.
Who is the most famous non-NFC North head coach named Matt? Matt Damon, Matt Ryan, somebody else.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
Can you repeat that question?
Sorry.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. Coming up next, we have our Tournament of Champions. A big event as we celebrate our 10th anniversary. As we established earlier in the program, Tausch, not a whole lot of interest in the FIFA Tournament of Champions. Jesse, I'm curious how the feedback was on our soccer discussion. A lot of pro Tauschis out there, or people suggesting that maybe old boy should revise his position on the U.S. men's national team after last night's game.
Several people saying this is what's wrong with our country and America, that Tausch is putting his nose up at soccer, but this text agrees with them.
Whoa. I'm not putting my nose up at anybody. Y'all are, judging me for not liking it. So, what the hell are you talking about? I ain't judging any of y'all. I just don't like it. That doesn't mean you're telling me I need to watch it. So, no, I'm not putting my nose at anybody. Be sending this stupid stuff like that, Jell. Send me off on this little break all irritated. Continue.
Well, 920 here agrees with you.
I have no interest in the World Cup because, in my opinion, soccer is boring. So being told I need to watch something that, in my opinion, sucks isn't fair.
It's not fair.
If the U.S. men's team wins, cool, but
Sounds
I'm not.
Wilde.
But I'm not going to watch something that I don't like.
Take
Tausch is
there.
right. Tausch, did you text the text line? Because that seems like
I should have.
Summarizes your opinion pretty clearly there.
It's not even my opinion. I will, once this is getting to the point where it's the NFC Championship game in a Super Bowl, I'm in. Prior to that, I'm just not as interested. As a lot of, have I once said, y'all are idiots for watching? No. There's some things I don't get and I don't like, but I have not said y'all are idiots. I'm saying it's just not for me.
And no one said today, if you go back and listen on YouTube or the ESPN Wisconsin app, no one told you you had to watch. I believe.
No, you said, I can't believe you didn't like that. I can't believe you would do that.
I believe
That's fine.
what was said was that as someone who loves big events, that last night I found it to be way more compelling than I anticipated, and it got me to say, you know what, I need to watch this. Because I am not that different than you in my position.
What are you talking
about?
You've watched every episode.
No.
You've watched every episode of the World Cup.
Every episode.
You've come on here and talked about it every episode.
I have had it on in the background when I'm working instead of Law and Order episodes, yes.
Jesse, has Jason been uber excited about the World Cup this whole time?
Come on.
He has
I have
been.
Definitely not been uber
I'm
excited
asking Jesse.
about it.
You're biased. You don't know.
You're asking Jesse what I have been about the World Cup.
Yes.
Jason's been pro World Cup.
Yes. And why don't you just embrace it? You love it. That's great.
Pro World
That's
Cup.
awesome.
You know what I'm pro
It's great.
of? I'm pro of you going to MoMA again and have your knee worked on. And
That
be
does
sitting
help.
in that
I
room.
told y'all I've been struggling. I had end of the year was really rough. I was having a hard time getting anything done. I couldn't get myself moving. I needed some help, and I decided I need to find a partner that's going to work with me on getting this thing going. Ortho Laser is where I've been, but MoMA, the Midwest Orthopedic and Musculoskeletal Alliance, they have everything. They bring together trusted local providers like OIW, SMOC, Innovative Pain. They make it easier to find the right specialist and the right treatment for you. Again, I've been at Ortho Laser. They also have the Surgery Center, SmartCan, SmartScan, Mosh, their experienced team that is focused on helping you feel better and getting back to living your life. I have been able to function at so much better since I've been going down to Ortho Laser. MoMA can get you back doing what you love as well. Highly recommend seeing their team, as it personally has helped me a bunch, especially the last 5 or 6 months. Call or walk in today and get started.
Time for our Tournament of Champions matchup. Jesse, who's going up against each other today?
It's a big one. We're in the Live, Laugh, Love region. Our second matchup. The winner will get Tyler in Illinois, who won in extra time last week. Tucker in Wausau versus Jeff in Monroe. This is a big one.
I hope we go extra time. I hope we go extra time today, baby. I'm looking for a good battle.
We will do it next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
You asked, and it's back. The original Cubano fan favorite has returned to Cousin Subs. And if you know, you know. It starts with tender pulled pork, our original recipe, and layers in savory ham, Genoa salami, and melty Swiss, grilled together for that hot, craveable bite. Then topped with fresh onions, tomatoes, pickles, and brown mustard and mayo, all on our signature bread. It's the fan favorite you've been waiting for. The Cubano, back at Cousin Subs, but only for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
The cooler's packed, the sun is shining. The only thing left to do? Citrus back and relax with Carbless. Refreshing, ready to drink, and packed with bold citrus flavor, Carbless is the ultimate upgrade for every summer adventure, from dock days to bonfire nights. No mixing, no hassle, just crack it open and enjoy the moment. This summer, trade the stress for zest. Citrus back and relax with Carbless. Carbless, find your bliss at drinkcarbless.com.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Before we can begin this latest round of the Trivia Tournament of Champions presented by Events by Design, Tausch needs to tell us about Outdoor Living Unlimited.
Indeed I do. We have a fun project we are getting going on, and we met with Aaron and Eric Brown, brothers and owners of Outdoor Living Unlimited, and we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values. Love the fact Outdoor Living Unlimited is a family-owned and locally operated company, and boy, is their showroom something off of Stoughton Road. It is a must-see. If you're looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room. Matter of fact, part of what's slowing us down is we got too much stuff out there. See it, we're like, oh, how do we can we get this in there? So much great stuff. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space. Check them out at OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
It is time for the latest matchup in the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions presented by Events by Design.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary presented by Steinhoffels. Nostalgia?
It's the best sports show in the state. It has been since 2016. It will continue to be. It's not even remotely close.
Appreciation?
I'm happy that with our partners and with our fans, we're able to kind of celebrate this.
Fun?
It's clear that you guys have done an unbelievable job of appealing to fans, partners, not as much teammates.
And competition.
The greatest of all time.
16 champions enter, but only one will achieve true greatness. This is the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions, brought to you by Events by Design. For over 25 years, Events by Design has helped organizations create seamless, unforgettable events that leave a lasting impression. Search online Events by Design. We design, you party.
All right, Jesse, set up this matchup and who they'll face in the next round, the winner.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions, presented by Events by Design. We go to the Live, Laugh, Love region, one of our 4 regions in our bracket. The winner of this one will face Tyler in Illinois of the Bus family, who took down Sparky in Sussex in extra time last week. Our matchup today, Tucker in Wausau facing Jeff.
Is that up north?
In Monroe.
Is Tucker up north?
Well, you can ask him for yourself as we introduce our contestants for today's matchup.
Welcome, Tucker. How are things up north?
I'm doing good. I am north of 29 right now. I'm golfing. I got about a 15-foot putt here for a bogey. I got to save it here.
Okay, let's see you roll it in.
first
Left to right, or you got a right to left?
It looks pretty straight in, but probably a little bit of
Oh,
left
those
to right.
are the worst.
I know.
Those are the worst.
Use your rangefinder.
I did use my rangefinder on the approach shot and shanked it. But I won last year.
Tucker will putt while we introduce his opponent in today's matchup. It is Jeff in Monroe. Jeff, good morning, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for including me.
You earned your way into our tournament. All right. So, Jesse, who won the toss and gets to...
well, if Tucker makes the putt, he should go first. If he misses, he should go second.
No, the official.
What do you mean, no?
The official rules.
Hey, got it right there.
The official rules. You asked that I do the coin toss live on camera each time.
Nah. What if there's a putter? A live putt off?
Jeff in Monroe has won the toss. Shocking.
Jeff, do you want my questions or Tausch's questions for today's matchup?
I'll take yours, Jason.
All right. So Jeff is going to take my questions.
Jeff gets to choose also if he wants to go first or second.
Okay. Tucker will then get Tausch's questions.
Also have to
Jeff,
see
you
if
want to?
Tucker's hitting his drive?
You want to go?
If he's in the water.
Well, I mean, if Tucker's busy, I'll go first. If he's okay,
What a good
I'll go
teammate.
first.
Jeff's a good dude. No doubt.
He is indeed. All right, well, here we go, Jeff. Question 1 is this, and it is in the category of Packers trivia. Which of these Green Bay Packers players was most recently inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Leroy Butler, Sterling Sharp, or Brett Favre?
Ooh. Sterling Sharp.
You are correct. You are 1 for 1.
That's a tough. That was
All
a
right.
tricky one.
Tausch and
tricky.
Tucker from the third tee.
No, I'm on 17.
Tucker, did you miss that putt pro side or amateur side? Because I don't think you made it, or you'd be telling us about it.
It had that little left to right break, and I just missed it to the right.
So amateur side. Yeah, it happens. All right, Badgers trivia for Tucker. At which of these other schools was Wisconsin Badgers AD Shawn Eichorst most recently the athletic director? Is it Nebraska, Miami, or Whitewater?
The most recent, correct?
Correct.
Most recent, yep.
Okay. Nebraska.
That is correct. Yes. What do we got coming up here, Tucker? We got a par 3. We got just a regular tee shot.
So
what do we got?
We're on hole 17. It's about a 100-yard par 3, but it's almost a straight down shot. So you got to use your pitching wedge. It's got a mid-green placement. So I got to go probably pitching wedge and just try to flop it on there.
Okay. Yeah. Does your Vortex rangefinder give you slope as well, or is it?
No, this one doesn't give slope. It gives me good measurement.
Okay. All right.
Will you try to quote flop it on there while we ask question 2?
I think as you're asking Jeff, I know you're getting frustrated. Tucker's putting this on the green. He's going to put this on the green. He's going to give
he'll
us a
get
good
an
report
extra
back.
entry into a contest that's not
I don't
giving
think
anything
Jesse
away.
lets that happen.
If he does.
I don't think Jesse will let that happen.
We don't even have
right.
rules for this contest because it's not a contest.
It's the Bishop Charities game.
I don't even work here. That's what makes this so tough.
Jeff, question 2, which is in the category of song lyrics. Finish these lyrics to the American classic, America the Beautiful. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies is the next line. For amber waves of grain, above the fruited plain, or God shed his grace on thee?
Amber waves of grain.
Indeed, you are correct. You are 2 for 2. All right, back to Tucker. How'd that tee shot go?
I haven't taken it yet. We don't have anyone really pressing us, so I'm taking my time both with this and with.
Thank you for giving this your undivided attention.
Starting to feel like this would be a bad loss for Jeff if Tucker gets this done multitasking.
Especially since he's been golfing on a off day, and but that's another story. All right, U.S. presidents. Which of these founding fathers and former U.S. presidents did not die on the 4th of July? Is it Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, or George Washington?
It was George Washington.
That is correct.
They are both 2 for 2.
And Jefferson actually said he was happy he died after Adams, too, on his deathbed when he found out that day that Adams died, too. Fun fact.
There's a little history
That's
nugget. That should be an extra
that's a
entry.
good nugget.
That is fun.
That's a tiebreaker entry.
Called Walney Legal Group, too. Had everything all in order.
Question 3. Well done, Jesse. Question 3, Jeff. I don't know. Maybe you're in Tausch's group. But the question is sports current events, and it is about the World Cup. So, good luck. Lionel Messi holds the record for most goals scored in FIFA World Cup history. Which player ranks second on that list? Is it Cristiano Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe, or Miroslav Klose? Ronaldo of Germany, Mbappe of France, or Klose of Germany?
I don't know who any of those guys are.
Yeah, I was afraid of that for you.
I didn't play soccer in the 70s when I was in school. I'm going to go A.
Ronaldo. No. The correct answer, Mbappe.
Fun name to say.
All right, so here is where we stand. If Tucker gets this one right, he wins. If he gets it wrong, we head to penalty kicks.
Well, not really.
Well,
penalty
Well,
kick.
no, our overtime is more controversial than penalty kicks.
And penalty kicks is kind of controversial in its own right.
Go grab another one.
I actually can, if I may. I know there's no rules. This is simple, fellas. Tucker, you get this right, you win. Okay? You get this wrong, Jeff predicts if you hit the 100-yard shot on the green, win or loss. That's what I would like to see happen.
That is not how it works.
There's no rules. You just said there's no rules. There's no prize.
Yeah, we don't have official contest rules, but there are official rules to our game.
All right, Tucker, let's see if we can just snuff this out. If you get it wrong, then we'll have this discussion. Wisconsin geography. Which of these Wisconsin cities is located closest in mileage to Wisconsin Dells, which I'm sure there'll be a lot of folks heading to the Dells for this long weekend? Is it Montello, Monticello, or Muskota?
Muscadet.
Well, no, it's spelled out Muskota. So you could say Muscadet is different. Muskota.
Okay, can I get the first two again? Sorry.
You can. Montello or Monticello?
I'm going to go with Montello, A.
It really would have been nice
That's
if the
a heck
correct
of a
answer was
clutch.
Muscadet, or as some might say, Muskota. Well, there you have it.
Muscadet is
Tucker-
right by Spring Green. Muscadet's by Spring Green. Muscadet's by Spring Green.
Where's Muskota?
I don't know. That's why I didn't know the answer to that one. I don't know where Muskota is.
All right. Well, first of all, Jeff, I'm sorry about the soccer question. Again, these are randomly selected by Jesse. That was a tough one for you, given your lack of soccer knowledge. We've bid you farewell, but we'll see you next time when you play on regulation Wilde and Tausch Trivia. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Congrats on your 10 years, and love you guys.
Thank you, Jeff. Meanwhile, Tucker, congratulations. You advance to the next round. Is he going to hit his tee shot while we're still on the air here? Are you going to hit the
I'll hit it
ball?
right now. I'll hit it right now.
All right.
I'll put the phone by the ball so you know I'll hit it.
All right. We could hear that crisp.
It's like PGA Tour golf on the radio.
It's good stuff.
I moved to a 9-iron. Well, it's about the wind.
Okay.
Ooh, chunked it.
Oh, good strike.
Sounds
like a good strike.
Didn't sound good. It's gonna go wide left.
I'm about 20 feet away from the 10.
On the green, though.
Well, I mean, what are we gonna say? He's not.
He's not. Why would Tucker lie about
placement, Jesse?
Yeah, Jesse.
Tucker.
Had a babe, Tucker.
Didn't sound like a good
Congratulations. Congratulations on advancing. Good luck with your putt. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
That is Wilde and Tausch Tournament of Champions trivia presented by Events by Design. And if you're planning a high-level event, we know it can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be, because for over 25 years, Events by Design has helped organizations create seamless, unforgettable events that leave a lasting impression. Their team has been part of incredible experiences across Southeast Wisconsin, and what sets Events by Design apart is simple. They bring fresh ideas, careful planning, and expert execution to every event they touch. So, whether you're building culture with an appreciation party, hosting a brand activation, planning your next gala like our 10th anniversary, or pulling off a major industry event, Events by Design can help minimize your stress. Start by designing your next event today. Search online, Events by Design. Events by Design. We design, you party. Whoa, Nelly is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
As America prepares to celebrate its 250th birthday, Sendix has everything you need to make your 4th of July celebration extraordinary. Fire up the grill with grass-fed ground chuck for just $7.99 a pound, fully trimmed beef tenderloin for $15.99 per pound, all-natural boneless, skinless chicken breast for only $3.99 a pound, and 2-pound bags of extra-large shrimp for just $19.99 each. Well, in produce, Georgia sweet corn, just $6 a dozen. Northwest cherries, $2.99 a pound, and Michigan blueberries, 2 pints for just $6. Save time with Sendik's homemade deli favorites, including French potato salad for $4.99 a pound and Italian pasta salad for $6.99 a pound. Taco dip trays are also on sale for just $6.99 a pound. And don't forget the beverages with High Noon 8-packs for $14.99 and Yingling 24-packs for $19.99. This 4th of July, celebrate with great food, great savings, and the people who matter most. Sendik's, your trusted local grocer for the past 100 years.
People hear Horicon Bank and they think local, instantaneously.
Over the years, was able to help them in their later years when they needed some care. So I would say that was cradle to grave experience for me.
We encounter precious moments like this all the time. We have a trust administration department that can help.
Our motto is together as a bank and as an organization, and then doing good.
There's amazing success stories of small business entrepreneurs who now are multi-million-dollar companies.
Horicon Bank, together doing good for 130 years. Member FDIC.
The biggest sporting event in the world, and a Superior light beer to match it. From the pitch to the pour, Superior's worth paying for. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy Michelob Ultra while watching FIFA World Cup 26 at Maxwell's in Cedarburg, Stenny's Lake Country, Maddie's in New Berlin, and Jugs Pub and Grill in Slinger. Michelob Ultra. Enjoy responsibly. 2026 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Vortex Golf makes rangefinders for serious golfers who need an accurate number every time. With 3 options, the Blade, Blade Slope, and Anarch, there's a Vortex rangefinder that fits your game. Crystal clear optics and features like image stabilization keep you steady in big moments. Plus, every Vortex Golf product is backed by a no-questions-asked lifetime warranty. If you're looking for an accurate number every time, Vortex Golf belongs on your bag. Grab yours and everything you need for golf season in Wisconsin at Shields.com.
When your team needs custom gear, don't wing it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More is your local partner for high-quality apparel with hands-on design help and services that actually feel, well, helpful. For your business, teams, or events, Big Frog makes it easy. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon today.
Hi, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Most contractors cut corners and disappear when there's a problem. Not us. Since 1997, we've completed over 60,000 projects, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and were named 2025 Roofing Magazine Contractor of the Year. We set the standard for exterior remodeling, trusted by homeowners, proven every single day. We're excited to show you why choosing Infinity means peace of mind. Visit infinityexteriors.com to see why your neighbors trust Infinity.
Here's to experiencing it all this summer in Wisconsin. Every deliciously cheesy, rockin', magical, fireworks-filled, festival-loving moment. There's Cheese Curd Fest in Ellsworth, Strawberry Fest in Cedarburg, Festival of the Arts in Stevens Point, and the Renaissance Fair in Bristol, Honor the Earth Powwow in Hayward, Mile of Music in Appleton, Venetian Fest, Bratfest, Summerfest. So many fests for your whole crew. Find them all at TravelWisconsin.com. Sponsored by Travel Wisconsin.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the Earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, 855 Pella WI, or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Jesse tells me he's got something fun planned for Wonelli. I say we'll be the judge of that. Time for Wonelli.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Wonelli
on Wilde and Tausch.
So you can frame this one of 2 ways. You can either look at this as it's a great way to celebrate Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary, presented by Steinhoffels to get some more of our fans in the mix. Or it's 4th of July weekend and I mailed it in for Wonelli and I wanted to farm out some material so I didn't have to come up with more stuff for today's show. Either way,
Tier 1 Tyler did this, didn't he?
We have a special guest on the phone. Jamie in Mequon, the founder of the Trifecta Meter, joins us for this edition of Wonelli. Good morning, Jamie.
The duel.
Good morning, Jason, Tausch, and Jesse. Let me first offer my sincere congratulations on your 10-year anniversary. You guys have developed a daily sports show that, well, is both informative and entertaining, without being too show-offy or annoying. Your listeners appreciate you.
So, wait a minute. Have we stumbled onto a new concept that, in addition to our one call that's all celebratory messages, we are now unveiling a new concept, which is we have our
Jesse
fans
don't want to work. Jesse wants to go play at the cabin all day, and he didn't want to do anything.
That's exactly what this is.
Let me tell you something. That's as old as this show. Just for the record, that is as old as this show has been on air.
To celebrate our 10th anniversary, we are giving our fans a chance to run a segment of Wilde and Tausch.
To work without being paid. This isn't even an unpaid internship.
It's an incredible fan base.
Hey, do my work for me so I can go to the cabin and get out of here. That's what this is.
So Jamie reached out. Jamie reached out. He wanted to do a power rankings with us, and so I'm going to sit back and see what I need to pick up at the store for heading up north, and Jamie will lead you in a little power rankings Thursday edition of Whoa Nelly. Take it away, Jamie.
Jamie, we turn it over to you.
This is inspired by your show. I've power ranked the top 3 Wisconsin road trips.
Oh, wow.
I know you all love road trips. Coming in at number 3, concerts at Alpine Valley and East Troy. Back in the 80s, we would head down the Rock Freeway, which is I-43 south of Milwaukee, to the Bowers Road exit, and depending on the concert and crowd size, we'd either make it into the Hayfield parking lots or just pull off on the side of County Road D and trek to the show on foot to one of the best concert venues in the country. Wouldn't you agree?
I sold T-shirts there once with my buddy Mike Cotter. I don't remember what the show was, frankly. It was that long ago. Give me let's do power rankings within your power rankings. What are the top 3 shows you saw at Alpine Valley since you put it on your list?
Number 1, my first Grateful Dead show. Number 2, Jimmy Buffett. Number 3, The Cars.
The Cars?
Yeah, at Alpine Valley.
Wow.
Coming in at number 2 on top 3 Wisconsin road trips would be gold ticket Packer games. Now, obviously, leaving early is best.
That'll be controversial.
My preferred route is I-43 north, and if there's no traffic, sure, go ahead and take Highway 172 to the Pilgrim Way exit, but usually it's bumper to bumper for miles. So, to the many thousands of people listening, I will now share with you Jamie's secret way to Lambeau on game day.
Jamie, are you sure you want to give away this? I don't know if this is a good idea, Jamie. I don't.
Continue on I-43, past 172, exiting at Mason Street. Take a left on Mason all the way to Oneida Street, left on Oneida, and you're there. So this route adds 8 minutes to the trip if there's no traffic. But on game days in peak traffic, you're usually saving a ton of time that is needed for tailgating. And just reverse that route for a quicker, easier way home.
That's Wayne's secret route, too, Jamie. That's
Wayne Larrabee?
No, my father-in-law. That's his secret way to get there. So
might be Wayne Larrabee's,
too. On
too.
the same page here.
Boy, interesting that Jamie decided to give this up, because if you find a great fishing hole, you ain't telling your kids. You are just going to go to that fishing hole. You have this secret sauce, and you just gave it away to, as you said, hundreds of thousands of listeners. Continue on, Jamie.
The world, if you will. Also, if I may, I've never parked in the lot on game day. I'm sure most of your listeners are aware that it's super easy to park for free if you like on the streets north of the Tundra Trio. However, my preference is the last few years is to text ahead and reserve my spot with Steve the parking guy on his Spence Street front yard. He and his wife Tammy are super fun. They provide giant Jenga in the garage for entertainment, and they always put out the leftover Halloween candy for their customers. Most importantly, if you're polite, they offer bathroom privileges.
Do they give out ice cream?
Yeah, free advertising for Steve the parking guy. Jamie, you should know better.
I don't even know his last name.
Free. No, Jamie if Jamie wants to start selling hot dogs here, he can. He's literally working for free.
All right, pick up the pace, Jamie. We got to get to Rich Eisen on time.
Okay, last one. And finally, the number 1 top Wisconsin road trip is camping in Partyville by way of Madison. Now, back in the day, before there was a reliable live stream, we would purposely leave the house in Mequon at 9 a.m. sharp in order to catch the start of Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. We take I-43 south, I-94 west, until the reception starts to get a little fuzzy around Johnson Creek. At that point, we switch stations to 100.5 ESPN Madison. We then proceed into downtown Madison to pick up the adult kids back when they were either students or living in Madison without a car. From there, we head north out of the city past the airport, taking US 51 until it turns into Highway 22. The reception remains decent, even past Mud Lake. But by the time you get to Wyacina, it's time to switch over to 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam for the home stretch into Partyville. Finally, we roll into our camping spot just in time to hear Jason telling us to take care, be good.
Wow,
that was pretty good.
If we're gonna have people work for free for us, and handle a segment in a celebration, the bar has been set. The gauntlet has been thrown down. I mean, Jesse questioned his final road trip and the delivery and the tie-in to how you could listen to us on over-the-air radio for each segment of his drive.
It's pretty good.
I don't know if that could be topped, but I challenge other people to work for free for us and do their Whoa Nelly segments moving forward, leading into our late summer celebration of our 10th anniversary. Jamie, I don't know why you did this, but I'm thankful that you did.
Well, I'm thankful to you guys, and I do feel like I owe you guys some content. I was fortunate to be the winner of the 4K 50-inch TCL Smart Android TV back in 2021, sponsored by Steinhoffels.
It all comes back around. This
all comes back to Steinhoffels. Relax.
Have a
Steinhoffels.
Hey, Jamie. Jamie, you were the inventor of the trifecta meter.
Yes, sir.
Where do you think we'll have that again?
Well, it's so rare. It's only ever happened twice. I'm hopeful that we'll get a post-second phase in one of these markets, and your partners at ESPN will reach out to me when it gets to be close. Boston and Philadelphia have been close in the last few years, but I was thankful to invent. I've always wanted to invent a word, just like you, Tausch, and I got to try out the trademarking system. I was able to do that on my own and learn that process. So we'll keep plugging her away. We keep the website updated on a weekly basis.
How about Miami?
What a guy.
The Dolphins, the Heats, and the Florida Panthers. I think we're on to
We're
something.
closer than Miami is.
I think so, too. Jamie, sincerely, thank you for your contributions to today's show, and the check will not be in the mail.
You guys have a great 4th.
All right, Jesse, are you going to do anything during this segment, or do you just want to go right to...
Nope, we're out of time.
Okay,
Yep.
Well, then I will tell you before we get to Feel Good Friday on a Thursday, painted by Home and Lindsay Paints, that, again, you don't need to make the three-legged tour to camping in Partyville to listen to our show on our 3 different over-the-air Wisconsin stations. You don't need to board a cruise ship either to feel like you've escaped. Your next getaway is waiting in Milwaukee at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. The biggest hotel rooms in Milwaukee, nearly 500 beautifully designed rooms and luxury suites that are perfect for a weekend reset, a date night, or celebrating something big. And if you're hungry, so many options. Dream Dance Steakhouse, The Marketplace, Rock and Brews, Canal Street Cafe, Ruyi Asian Kitchen, Cream City Coffee Company, all kinds of food and drink specials happening all the time. Sophisticated relaxation, incredible flavor, and a full night out all in one place at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Feel Good Friday, painted by Home and Lindsay Paints, is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. All the antics.
We had the same situation when I played with Holmgren.
You okay?
I almost broke my chair.
Yeah, you almost fell out of your chair there.
All the action.
Micah Parsons is healthy, and if Tucker Kraft is healthy, the Packers are in that Super Bowl. I think that they would have run through the NFC. I think they beat Seattle. I think that they are the NFC representative in that game.
The best of both worlds lives right here. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hey, Tom, I just really can't get my kids off their phones lately. What's your secret, man?
I told you last time, go to PrecisionSportsOnline.com and buy a hoop. And while you're there, include their court line painting. You'll thank me later. PrecisionSportsOnline.com. That's PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Wisconsin, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Beer. Specifically, great beer. And if you haven't met Yuengling yet, allow me to introduce you. Yuengling is the oldest brewery in America, founded in Pottsville, PA in 1829. 197 years, 6 generations of family-owned brewing. Do you know how they became America's oldest brewery? By making great beer. This is a real American beer. Smooth, rich, and finally here in Wisconsin. So grab a Yuengling, raise a glass, and celebrate history the way it was meant to be celebrated, by drinking it. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
One of the most important concepts in sports is don't drop the ball. Are you dropping the ball with your estate plan? When was it last updated? Have you even done one at all? It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jason Wilde for Walney Legal Group. There's a lot at stake for you and your family when it comes to wills, trusts, probate, and elder planning. At Walney Legal, that's all they do. Tailored documents. No confusing legal jargon. Just thoughtful guidance. Do the blocking and tackling to protect your family. Start a conversation today at walneylegal.com.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Food Store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 5 to 16 ounce selected varieties, Frito-Lay Lay's, kettle chips, cantina chips, or rolled gold pretzels, 2 for $4.50. Pork baby back ribs, $2.99 a pound. 1 pound fresh strawberries, $3.99. Bicolor sweet corn, 5 for $2.50.
Safe.
Every time I scan, what is happening?
A leaping grab at the wall.
Okay, fine, I'll play. Get a load of this watermelon. And here's the pitch.
Please wait for assistance.
Win Century Foods Ultimate Fan Experiences at Milwaukee baseball games. Throw out the first pitch, hold the ribbon for the Johnsonville famous sausage race, or watch batting practice from the field.
Ooh, what do I do?
Complete the entry form in Century's weekly ad and return to the store.
Ah, no, what happened here?
Oh, self-checkout couldn't handle my heater. Here, I filled out my entry form. Gotta go. Have a great day.
I'll go get the mop.
Enter by August 5th.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher for Outdoor Living Unlimited. Well, my wife and I chose Outdoor Living Unlimited to build our outdoor project. And when we met with Aaron and Eric Brown, owners and brothers of Outdoor Living Unlimited, we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values, and their showroom is a must-see at 665 Larry Court in Waukesha. If you're looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, and more, Outdoor Living Unlimited is a must. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space.
It's a summer of big wins with WinFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Just play with your Potawatomi Rewards card for entries and your chance to win cash and reward play all summer long. Then keep the excitement going because all your monthly drawing entries roll over into the WinFest final drawings on September 25th, where you could win cars, dream vacations, free play, and cash. Don't miss out on WinFest, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
It is Feel Good Friday on a Thursday to wrap up the show and wrap up the week, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints. And not only did Antonio Freeman's visit last week give us lots and lots of content for our show, for channel3000.com, for the News 3 Now at 10 newscast last night, which showed our program, and I referenced ESPN Wisconsin and everything. But last night, getting to see playing a man down, as I talked about earlier in the show, I was more invested in that game than I was expecting, and I can't imagine, again, how it felt for Free to see Alex advance through a knockout round game, which may have been invented by this year's World Cup, now into the round of 16 and the matchup with Belgium on Monday. Tausch, we've played the clip multiple times. It is all over social media. But what he said in his answer to your phenomenal question about being I just thought that summed up parenting, and I just look at that and see how much joy he's feeling and how much you and I get from our kids when